just had a blowout with Gary.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was a little pissed off at him. Because on the wrap-up show yesterday, he's playing bits I haven't played because I haven't played them fast enough for him. So he wanted to give an example of a bit. But like I said, Gary, when do you ever do that? What am I, on a timetable? I mean, if I don't get to something within a week, I get the shit on?
He had decided that you were never going to play that.
Yeah. So he started arguing with me, and I said, Gary, what's the argument? You know the rule. Oh, I'm glad we know now. I go, no, you've known that for... You just stop it. Enough of the wrap-up show, then. Enough. It's done. Over. The wrap-up show. I said, just don't go in and invade my shit. You know, I'm like crazed out of my mind over, and I fixate, you know, and then I can't let go of something.
Right. We had a saying in AA about drinking and drugs. Don't admit it. Don't deny it. Stop it.
Right.
No argument.
What pissed me off is he acted like he didn't know that's the rule.
Well, what are the bits that they used to, you know, because it was sort of like, you know, they used to have bits that were...
Bits Howard wouldn't play?
Right.
Yeah, well, they would come to me and say, here's some bits that you're not using. Do you mind if we use them on the Friday show? And I'd say, no problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm never going to use those. The Grandpa Pizza clip that Sal's been busting my ass to get on, I just kind of keep there, and when I feel like playing it, I play it.
Okay.
You know, I'm actually glad I like to try to keep at least 5 to 10 things in the chamber, so to speak, in case I need them.
Okay.
You know, if I need to take a break or I feel like I want to just play a bunch of things in a row, you know.
They were looting the reserves.
I've got my madness. Yeah, they looted my vault, so to speak, because I didn't do it fast enough for Gary. He goes, well, I'm just looking to make it interesting on the wrap-up show. I go, no. I don't care about the wrap-up show. It's irrelevant, the wrap-up show. I mean, really, you're fucking freaking me out.
First of all, Howard, it's not... you focus on this thing and like as if it wasn't about whether you play...
No, you don't understand.
But hold on, can I just make a point?
How many years are you working with me?
First of all, it wasn't about whether you play the stuff fast enough or not. It was about how the guys freak out and nag me that you're not getting
Fine.
stuff.
Talk about it.
And we did talk about all that. And that was... We all sort of agreed, and if we're wrong, I'm sorry, we all agreed that was a bit that you had decided not to play.
No, that was never, ever discussed.
Sal said he saw you take it off your page.
I took it off, and I said to him, Sal, in the next hour, remind me.
I'm not... Howard, I swear to you, I'm not...
Gary, are you my producer or not?
Yes.
Fuck Sal and Richard. Are you my producer?
Yes. And
what's the rule?
When we did the Friday show...
You call me up and you tell me.
I never played any of that stuff for you when we did the Friday.
Yes,
never.
you did. You came to me and said, do you mind if I play this? Bits Howard rejected. I didn't reject the bit. You gotta fucking be kidding me. You gonna argue this with me?
I'm just saying, I'm trying to give you some insight into what happened. I'm not arguing.
Insight. I'm sick of your insight. Just tell me, boom.
But you pay me for insight.
No. Listen to me. Here's the rule yet again. If anybody doesn't understand it, you call me up and you fucking ask me if I'm done with something. How's that?
That I understand.
All right, thank you.
But
you don't understand
I'm not arguing with you. I swear to you I'm not arguing with you.
No, I understand you had a rationale. We all get it.
I'm just trying to tell you what I was thinking, so you don't understand that.
Stop thinking.
But I don't want you to think like I'm just some fucking renegade lunatic just playing whatever I want.
No, it's just that you get excited and you listen to Sal and Richard and they boss you around.
That's not
true.
Can't
fucking, you gotta fucking use your head.
Robin, did you
say it wasn't like that at all.
It wasn't, Robin. Robin was there.
No, you know.
I'm just saying it wasn't like that. It was.
Of course it's like that.
It was very organic and it just seemed. It's not like I'm.
It's not organic. What is this organic?
It just sort of happened.
What is organic?
It's not like I walked.
I'm more the organ. How I know what's organic.
It's not like I walked in and said, "Oh, let's play bits from the show today." It just sort of happened, and it seemed, and it
don't
felt
let
right.
things happen. It felt right.
It did.
It feels wrong to me.
It does now.
Yeah, it felt right. No, this is. Let me explain to you yet again how I work. I don't necessarily play something for 10 years. It comforts me to know there are 10 things that my audience hasn't heard that's fresh and new.
Robin, did I say that on the air yesterday?
Yeah, good. So then where did you go wrong?
We were all under hold on. We meaning...
Who's the we? I want to hear the royal we.
Me.
You is we.
I'm going to take the me.
You call yourself we.
Was under the assumption that you were done with that bit. And
no.
It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I admit it.
Done with it. I haven't played it yet.
Nobody...
I never said to Sal I'm not playing it. I said not today. I'm not ready. And Sal knew that too.
He didn't.
Yes, he did. In fact, I said to him, I'm taking it off this page. I said, in the next hour, remind me. And he never reminded me. He's incompetent, and so are you.
Hey, listen, I wasn't looking... Howard...
Sal, get out of here. Just leave. You'd be the smartest man on the planet if you left right this second. You'd be really smart if you left right now.
I got one thing to say.
Say it, but I told you...
Okay.
What, did I warn you?
Yes.
You'd be really smart to leave right now.
Okay, on the
All right, go ahead. You're so smart. You're going to stay.
on the wrap-up show, I said, Gary, this is not a good idea. Howard hasn't played it yet.
Oh, fuck you! Robin, did he say that?
Well, then he's right.
I'll pull the tape.
You
I'll pull the
fucking
tape.
cocksucking
No,
lying
I'm not
piece
throwing you
of
on.
shit. You are a fucking
I'm not
piece
throwing.
of shit.
No, you're telling him.
You know what? I now look at you and see you
I
for the
swear to God, I
human
can't
piece of
win.
So Sal
shit that
told
you
you.
are.
No, but I'm not saying that.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm not listening.
Robin just said that he did not say that. Robin
I
was in there
swear
for
to God,
the
I'll
whole
pull
show.
the
I'm
tape.
glad you actually stayed. I apologize.
But wait a minute. That's not the point I'm trying to make. I'm not saying you're wrong. What I'm trying to say is that...
No, you said he's wrong.
No. The point I'm trying to make is that you did pull it off the page.
Yes.
And Gary is
and
right.
what did I say to you when I pulled it off the page? Quote what I said to you when I pulled it off
Why
the
don't
page.
you just say what you told me out there?
And I said...
Why don't you, here's what he goes.
What did I... Wait a second. What did I say to you when I pulled the bit off the page?
Remind me about it again at another break.
In another break.
And I did, though.
No, you didn't.
No, but Howard, we have. But
and I don't care. That means I'm still using it.
But I'm not saying what Gary... Here's the point I'm trying to make. What Gary
What
was
do you
saying...
mean what you go through with the lunatic?
This
You're the
lunatic,
lunatic.
you know him.
He's not a lunatic. You are.
He's a fucking lunatic.
No, he's not.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what he just said out there. I walked out. I just want to let you know Howard's really upset about yesterday. He goes, about that bit. He goes, woo! So it's making the crazy sign about you.
I
you
said
little piece
I'm
of
crazy.
shit. Don't fucking deny it, cocksucker.
No, now he's selling me out. He goes,
I'm not telling you. I'm telling the truth.
You went in there. You went to me and goes, fucking Howard's going nuts on me. And I go,
said
why
Howard is furious about yesterday.
Why are you reporting to Sal my reaction?
Because I want them to be ready for this.
No. You should be ready.
Oh, God.
Why are you reporting what I say to you to Sal? Is he the boss?
Absolutely not.
So in other words, when 𝗦𝗵ici𝗄𝗿, you go into a meeting with him, do you sit there and tell everything Mel said to everyone else?
If it affects all of us, yes, because I want them to know not to.
How does it affect? If you're doing your job, how does it affect them?
You can't ask a question and not get an answer.
This is insane. He goes and reports to Sal.
You can't get a question. Can't ask a question and not.
Go ahead. What if she going to report?
What if they think it's okay to play bits and I didn't say anything to them?
Say, by the way, I made a mistake yesterday.
Okay,
you don't report on my mood. No, what do you mean? Let's stop. You know I'm right. If you're in management, you go out. You don't sit and bust me. You go out and you say,
that it comes from you.
No, it comes from you.
Right, I'm done with you.
You don't know. It comes from you, stupid.
No, wait, Gary, you need to come back here. See, he thinks I'm selling him out, but I'm not.
You sold him out.
No, I didn't.
But I'm glad you did because I knew it.
No, but it sounds like you sold him out with a lie.
Never done that before.
No, but I didn't. I said on the wrap-up show.
Did Gary say what you said he said? I mean,
No,
did you say
Listen,
to Gary what you said?
Sal, don't worry about it. Gary knows he did the wrong thing. I've told him this a million times. That's why he came running in both. Guess what happened yesterday?
Oh,
I played the Grandpa Pizza bit because he knows. Both. Something happened on the wrap-up show yesterday, but I think I did the right thing. I go, well, how's that the right thing? You didn't call me.
Gary kept saying to you today, goes, Sal said you took it off the page, which is true. I did,
right.
but,
okay,
but
you can
that
leave
doesn't.
now.
But even though you took it off the page, the point I'm trying to make is that when he decided to play on the wrap-up show yesterday, I said, Gary, are you sure you want to do this? And Gary said, trust me, it's not being played.
Oh, wow.
That's the point I'm trying to make, Gary.
Trust him.
I think that there was you guys felt that it was never going to be played.
We did too, yeah.
And Gary gets pressured by these
and
guys.
It wasn't a pressure. It was sort of like a consensus that, yeah, this is a bit Howard's never going to play.
I've never said I'm not playing it.
I think Gary used common sense in this case that it really sat for a long time, and I think the call wasn't that bad in this circumstance.
Hook-nosed Mike, you're on the air in Tampa. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning, Howard, you hook-nosed Jew bastard. Listen, I wanted to know if you had any new bits to play today, or do I have to listen to the wrap-up show to hear them?
Oh, I'm glad you called, Hook-Nose. Yeah, the new bits now debut on the wrap-up show because I'm an asshole. Because Gary never knew that. He thought it was over.
I should tune in to anything that's new and exciting at 10 o'clock for the wrap-up show?
Yeah. Listen to Sal, Richard, and Gary on the wrap-up show today. They'll probably have some more stuff to play for you that I haven't played yet. I'll try and rush to get to a lot of it, but if I miss it, you know.
Hey, listen, if you miss it, Howard, they're going to play it. So
oh, yeah. Tune in. I'm telling you, you'll never know what you'll hear. Nate, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard, yesterday Sal did say something to Gary on the wrap-up show about it.
Oh, I'm sure he did. Gary does what Gary wants.
Well, we have a tape of it. We can listen to it.
I'll listen to it.
But
I'm going to go back and listen to the show.
The point is that you, Howard, did take it off the page. You did tell me to remind you. You did sit for it.
So you knew, too, that I wanted
it?
Yes.
Well, you sat on it for a long time, and
yes.
I think...
How long do I have to... So I know.
Yeah, there's a shelf life.
How long is the shelf life, Sal, before you and Gary play it on the wrap-up show?
That's your call. You're the boss.
Well, no, I'm not.
You're the
you and Gary are the boss.
No.
You decided yesterday on your own to play it.
No.
So who's the boss?
You are.
No, you are. You decide when things are played.
No,
I didn't play it fast enough for you.
I told Gary he should not do it. I mean, but so...
I don't recall you telling him
I
not
said
to
maybe
do it.
it's not a good idea, and he said, trust me, it's a good idea. But I think in this case, Gary made a good call. I mean,
you do? You think he made a good call?
If you weigh it out.
All right. Okay. Well, from now on, I'll check in with you.
No, you don't have to.
All right. Thanks, Sal.
All right.
Thanks a lot, pal.
But I don't want Gary...
Sal thinks Gary made a good call.
Well, that's all that counts.
Glad we got a lot out of it.
Don't come in here. Don't come into my office and apologize to me with your fucking stockbroker bullshit.
Don't come in here. Don't fucking come in here.
What are you angry about? Yourself, I hope.
No, I'm angry.
He told you not to play
it. Sal will say anything in front of you to make himself look good.
No. Gary couldn't have played it if they hadn't gone to get it, so he wasn't that adamant.
The point that I was trying to make to you, Gary, is you said to Howard 3 times, Sal said you took it off the page. You were already implying that it was me that led you to play it on the wrap-up show.
No, Gary did it himself. He knows what. He knows the rules.
For it, but don't sit here and say like you ran it like a fireman and said, don't play that bit. You always do that to try to make yourself look good in front of Howard.
It's not true.
According to this listener, he did say don't play the bit.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
I said, Gary,
Nate, you heard it, right?
Oh, definitely. He said, Howard still might play it, and Gary laughed. He goes, trust me, he ain't going to play it.
That's how it went.
Oh, yeah. He knows.
But
so, Gary, get back in here and apologize to me.
Apologize to Sal, Gary.
And then you went to get it.
Gary,
fuck him.
Apologize to Sal. You're lying.
He's a cunt.
Why is he a cunt? Apologize.
Because he just will do anything to make
Why? He warned you not to play it.
When he feels the avalanche coming, he'll do anything to get himself
But
out.
Gary, he warned you not to play it, so apologize to him.
He didn't warn me not to play it at all.
I was looking out for you.
Just said it on the wrap-up
Oh,
show.
you're terrible.
Can I just say that thank God Sal isn't smart and he stayed in.
Right.
That's what I get for looking out for Gary.
Oh, you're terrible.
No, I mean,
Sal,
listen,
listen,
Gary's working with me 20 years. He doesn't know. Just give me a call. Don't make decisions on your own. He knows that.
Call him, Gary.
Never make a decision on your own.
Sal, listen, though, a piece of advice for the workplace. If you're going to be phony and fuck over people, do it to one party, not to everyone, because then everybody's going to be mad at you.
Artie, what are you implying?
Well,
There's no funniness.
it sounded like you ran in here. I mean, when you ran in here and said what you had to say about Gary, you made it sound like you were way more adamant, like you were the hero of the situation.
No.
And immediately got Howard, on your side about it. It didn't sound that strong.
Okay, but let me explain to you the point I was trying to make.
I've been made very uncomfortable today.
Me too.
No.
Sal, were you
I don't care
happy
about
that
your...
it was played? He certainly was congratulating himself for his reaction.
I said Gary made a good.
It was done.
Yeah, I said Gary made a good
call.
Yeah, I said Gary made a good call.
Think so.
And good.
He got your bit on the air in ASAP.
But the point I'm trying to make,
he overrode my decision and decided that it was time, and that was a good decision.
That's wrong.
I see.
But in this case,
but you really didn't feel Howard was going to play it.
Right, and I didn't.
You don't know anything about it.
And I don't know anything about it.
But the thing is, my point is that was the feeling you were conveying in the room, that it was never going to be played. You had lost hope and faith.
It was 50-50. That's why I said to Gary, I don't know if you should...
it was more a 90-10.
Well, Robin, Robin, I did say to Gary...
All right, thank you. You have to leave now.
The point I'm trying to make, though, please, is that...
you made all the points. It's boring.
Gary said 5 times... Sal said you took it off the page, so he's already implying that I led him to do it, and I didn't.
Right.
So I'm not trying to be. That's the point. But that's why I came in here. I only came in here.
It was my decision. I take responsibility for it. You guys didn't pressure me or anything. But don't say you tried to stop it like a fucking fireman running into a burning building.
Well, Gary, when you say 5 times, Sal said you took it off the page, it sounded like you were implying that I led you to do it.
So you came in to defend yourself.
That's exactly why I came in. And
I think we should hear the tape.
You're bitching and complaining about not getting it on.
What's that?
Thank you. Come on.
I'm
get out.
dizzy.
Get out. I'm dizzy from you myself. I'm dizzy from all of you.
Sal, go get some Viking and bring him in.
Tim, you're on the air in Pittsburgh. Go ahead.
Hey, Howard.
Hi.
Hey, this wrap-up show, man, honestly, it's a good show. But in the last month or so, I think it's really been going to Baba Booey's head. He sits back there, he's the devil's advocate, he's argumentative, and he's spinning it his way. And,
well, I'll tell you what, thank God for tape, because I have a clip that I'm going to play in 2 minutes of Sal telling Gary not to play the clip. Yeah. So I will play it for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then that'll be it. Glenn, you're on the air.
Hey, Hal, what's going on?
I don't recall him saying that.
Hold it, Glenn. I can't hear you. 1 second. Please begin again.
I said, you need to get out of therapy. You're getting soft because first Robin's on the Bubba show giving her revelation. Now this guy's doing his thing. I mean, what the fuck's going on in here, dude? You need to get a little tough like you used to back in the day, and you need to get that Yenta off the View every day after your show.
What?
That's Gary, I think he's calling the wrap-up show The View.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what?
Sir,
Gary is... Baba Booey is overloaded. He's really overloaded. I got to tell you, because he just bullshits me.
Yeah, well, it's no good. That show's no good anyway, really.
Oh, come on. The show's good.
The show's good. That's not my problem.
It was a good idea to have a show like that. And it creates this.
That caller was right. It's really not that good because, I mean, they just sit around and cackle about what you did already all day.
I know, all day.
Well, I'm going to play it because Howard hasn't played it yet, so I'll just play it. And I'll be good.
Well, I think it was more an interpretation that you had lost. You liked it, but you didn't like it enough to play it.
I liked it fine.
Because you had previewed it a lot, according to them.
It's so what?
I don't know.
That's
I'm just
my process.
telling you.
That's my process. I've got a process for this thing. It's been pretty successful the way I do it.
You got Artie falling asleep.
Yeah. Good.
That's comedy. That's Comedy 101, my friend. Fat guy falls asleep equals laughs.
He ain't doing it behind my back.
To his side, I'm doing
it. I mean,
he doesn't do it on the wrap-up show. That's what he only does it here.
Well, by then I've had a time for a cocaine break, Robin.
You got Sal Boston.
I'm just really out of my mind over it. I don't want to start a show like that, but I'll try and move on. I'm really perplexed.
Can I say something a little behind the scenes thing, which I think defends what you're saying? The other day, and Sal and Richard, 90% of their bits are great, but the other day they played something they did with Joe Franklin.
Right.
And I sit back here, and every once in a while you'll go to me for an opinion, and I overhear it. I didn't think it was that strong. I was like,
it was bad.
You know, well, bad, whatever. I was hoping you would ask me because I saw you were pondering it. But you didn't say no, you didn't say yes, and Richard pitched it like any writer would, and you didn't give any example of you being mad about it or just like, look, we'll get to it later. And in my head, I'm going, that's kind of smart because you wake up the next day with comedy, it might seem good,
right?
And maybe you want to play it. And
I'll
you never said yes or no. And if that was played on the wrap-up show and I was you and I was waiting to sleep on it, that would make me mad.
Yeah, well,
so
let me
guess,
tell you, you've hit it on the head.
Right.
What I do is, when I prepare the show, I have a computer in front of me. Like, for example, here it is. Jack and Rod with Joe Franklin. It's been sitting here now for a week and a half. And I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about how could I make that good? How could I explain who Joe Franklin is to a lot of the audience?
And who knows? Joe Franklin may come up in a conversation, and then it's organic.
And so even with this Grandpa Pizza bit, I know the bit's there. Lately, we've been very full. We've been very busy with different kinds of things. I haven't needed to go to it. And I have a process I work through. And I also get very comforted by having 10 things sort of laying around that I can hit if I need it. And Gary knows this. This is how I work. Now, for him to go on a show for 3 seconds of pleasure to play something that I'm sitting on and thinking about and putting this much effort into.
That would aggravate me. Absolutely, yeah.
I'm aggravated.
Hey, Hal.
Yeah.
Listen, just tell Gary to start being a boss and run the office and stop dilly down with these fucking two.
Right.
You know what
exactly.
I mean?
Be a boss.
He's got to step up and just be their boss.
He's still an intern in his own mind. That's the problem.
I mean.
There's never an intern here.
Whatever, a shadow traffic stooge.
Yeah, but in defense of Gary, though, sir, the way the show's structured.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, part of the brilliance of the show is
Artie, that's your famous line. In defense of Fred, in defense of Robin, in defense.
I've never defended Fred once.
Or me. I never recall that being said.
I can't defend you, you fuckhead.
He had to defend Fred because he's the only man in that place. That's why he's been dragging him with him for 35 years.
He's a real man.
35 years? How dare you?
I've been dragging him like a ball and chain for 35 years. That's why.
Years.
He's a man.
What kind of a fruit
Damn
are you?
it.
Hey, Hal.
Yeah.
How's Gary going to get those guys in line when they know, like little kids, they can run to someone above him and make fun of Gary?
Hey, Hal, in defense of Artie, I think...
No, you see, a defining moment was yesterday. Gary knows Sal and Richard every minute are bitching and stuff. And he talks about it on the wrap-up show. Fine, good call.
Right.
Look,
but
listen, hey, Hal, I got to go. I got to pay my toll. I'm driving down this...
All right, go pay your toll.
So you're not in the conversation.
I sort of feel that this is my fault because I was the one who said, is there no other recourse if a bit is never going to be played? I didn't know this was not a...
There's absolutely recourse. I will give it to the guys, and I'll say, hey, put it up there and play it.
On preview page 2 in red is Sal saying maybe we shouldn't play this.
All right, let me hear it.
And I will... But I still... It wasn't as if Sal ran in and said, stop. But
Gary, preview page 1 or 2?
2 in red.
2?
I said 2.
Okay.
Maybe this should be an outlet again for bits you couldn't get played, and they've been sitting there.
All right, because Robin's here, why don't you go grab Dead Grandpa Pizza? Go grab it, throw it on a CD.
It's probably up right there.
No. This is a different proposition. Go
maybe Howard wants to hit it first.
It's not going to happen. I'm telling you. Between you and I was about to erase it.
I'll go
okay?
make
All right. So go make it. And now Robin
he was
is
about
a good
to erase it. Who asked you to erase it? I didn't tell you to erase it.
But it was about to be. You know, we need room on the pages.
Good.
But listen, Howard.
Okay. All right. I can't take this.
But I'm not here. I'm not out to.
No, you sabotage.
Well, I'm not out to sabotage you.
You did, but you did.
But I mean, do you?
You sabotage.
Are your decisions right 100% of the time?
Actually, yeah. Yeah. I'm always right.
You're never wrong.
Never.
You never.
I'm never wrong.
Okay.
I can't think of it. I can't even give you an example of when I'm wrong.
I can give you one example. When you're the boss, that's the thing.
So yeah, he can't be wrong for himself.
Go ahead. Tell me an example of when I was wrong.
You supported Bush in the war, and then you changed your mind.
That's not wrong. That was an opinion at the time.
Which you changed.
Right. Now,
based on lies he was feeding us.
I was told a series of facts about weapons of mass destruction.
Bad example.
Well, because you can't even think of an example where I'm wrong. I'm never wrong. How can I be wrong?
I got one time you were wrong.
Go ahead.
1986, that outfit on Letterman, the black leather pants and the brown cowboy boots.
All right, you got me there.
It wasn't even right at the time.
It will never be right.
You know what I kept thinking of today when you were getting mad at me off the air, and then now, you know what I kept thinking of? You know what tomorrow is, right? It's take your children to work day.
Oh.
And I thought, like, maybe they should see this.
You know what, Gary? Honestly,
what? See what?
See what? See me getting...
See what? That you do things wrong?
Yeah,
why should your son see that?
They should see me get emasculated.
Emasculated?
Yeah.
I'm the emasculated one. I'm the one who feels emasculated in this. I don't even have control of my own show anymore. You and Sal and Richard emasculated me.
Yes,
you cut my balls off. What do you mean you're emasculated? Your son should see how you emasculated me.
Yes, he should. Both of them.
I mean, what is this?
Sounds like everybody's running around here with no balls.
Yeah. He's emasculated.
Yeah, you know, look, I've never been a producer. I think right now, after hearing that tape, I got to apologize to Sal. I mean, you were clearly the protagonist in that.
No, but he made it sound as
and
if
Sal did clearly say maybe he wants to hit it, and you were like, no, you really made it.
He didn't say don't play it. He said maybe he wants to.
You have to hear.
But that's a good suggestion in that situation, obviously.
You have to hear the whole conversation leading up to that. There was a whole. I'm not saying I made the right decision. I'm just saying that Sal was like, our stuff never gets. But he's acting like the entire time he was in there was like, ooh, we shouldn't do this.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean. But I think you should admit you're wrong and deal with the people who work for you directly. It sounds like you're in competition with Sal now because your two kids talking to the teacher.
No, I'm not in
like,
competition. But what you said earlier is right. It's very difficult, and I had this problem with Stuttering John for 10 years.
Oh, no, I know.
It's very difficult to tell someone you can do this, you can do that, when you know very well that they're going to run into Howard and say,
this is not that example. This has nothing to do with that. It's plain and simple.
Oh, never mind.
This is not an example of Sal and Richard usurping you.
No, what I'm saying is, as a general rule, they could.
Could do what? What are they doing? How do they usurp you? What? Because they make fun of Baba Booey?
No, just not that. Like they'll come in, I'll be like, we shouldn't do this, and then they'll come back in and go, you know, Gary said we shouldn't do this, but we were thinking this is funny.
Well, they shouldn't do that. So tell them not to do it.
So maybe you should, do the whole parental thing that you and Gary shouldn't disagree in front of the kids, and you should take Gary's side.
Gary's the one who went out and reported to Sal our conversation. All right, thank you, Gary.
You're welcome.
Gary Delbate, everyone, producer.
So Sal's like Ireland Baldwin.
Gary's like Ireland Baldwin. I'm going to fly out there and
I thought he was Kim
I'm going to straighten him out. I try to keep straightening him out.
And you'd better be ready.
You have insulted me for the last time. You've insulted me.
All right. Well, anyway, the bit is Grandpa Pizza, and you can hear it on the wrap-up show.
Howard?
Yeah.
I have two questions. A, is the bit any good? And B, could we actually hear it now? So
play it. I don't have it now. It's in the hands of Baba Booey.
Oh.
I don't know where it is.
Hold on, I have it.
See? He's got it. He's got it for his show.
Oh, so we have to go to the wrap-up show page.
Come on, Fred. Gary preview page 1, first column in light blue, third one down.
Thank you, Gary, for lending that to me.
Courtesy of?
Right. This was the bit that I was sitting on, and I wasn't playing fast enough for these guys.
Hello?
My grandfather passed away. We at the funeral today. I need some trays catered for the house after the wake tonight.
Yes?
What do you got? What do you got hot food?
I got spaghetti. I got ziti.
Oh, no, my grandpa loves ziti. If I bring up the ziti, it reminds me too much of my grandpa. I can't have the ziti at the house, please. What else you have?
I got the eggplant.
No, you hated eggplant. Oh, Jesus. If we have eggplant, it's going to remind me of my grandfather. We can't have eggplant. You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Oh, my God, you're killing me. My grandfather's dead. You're talking about eggplant? What's the matter with you?
Hello?
Oh, Grandpa, I miss you. I miss my grandpa.
Yeah, Paul.
What kind of games are you playing with my husband? He's crying his eyes out over here. Did you say something unsettling to him?
All right, I'll tell you what. What's the address? I'll send over a tray of meatballs, and you cry your goddamn eyes out, all right?
What are you, fucking wise ass?
Yeah, all right?
Are you prick? Our grandpa just died.
All right, I'm sorry to hear that, but don't call it. This is a place of business. We ain't got time to play games, all right?
We're not playing games. We're in our time of need, and you're being a jerk.
I'm being a jerk. You better behave yourself. Your grandfather come out of the grave and slap you in the head, all right?
What? You're a smart mouth, little prick.
Yeah, I'm a smart mouth little thing. Yeah, come and tell me that to my face. I'll put you with your grandpa.
I'm 87 years old.
I don't care if you're 97. I'll slap you in the head. Now, be good and shut up.
He went nuts. He goes, I don't care if you're 97. Shut up.
They were having a good old time.
Yeah, those two endlessly entertain each other. So I was sitting with that, and
it's not incredible. It's got laughs on it. It's,
Yeah, it's like the Joe Franklin bit. I've been sitting with that for 2 weeks trying to figure out how to put that into the show and make it funny. It's on the edge. It's like it's not quite there. So
it's not a home run? Is that what
it's not a home run. It's Nervous Mark. Remember Nervous Mark made his debut?
Yes.
And then they did the Jack and Rod show using Nervous Mark with the old talk show host Joe Franklin.
Right.
And it wasn't that,
It came off kind of mean, like more than funny. It
wasn't, and Joe Franklin didn't care.
Right.
There was no reaction to it.
For Joe Franklin not to care, that's good.
You want to hear that now? As long as we're on this?
Well, it's part of the conversation. It's organic.
Right. It's organic now. Now it's organic, guys.
Thanks to me, Garrett, it's organic.
So some of the stuff the guys do, I filter out, and I might even let them play it on the wrap-up show. But
look, they might be a victim of. They hit a lot of home runs, Richard and Sal. You know,
absolutely.
so
they have dynamite material,
so they can't get doubles on
but
the air.
After that, I would have to say the call of the crying grandfather call. It there was a lot of tension in the room before we played it. It was funny.
Oh yeah,
Caleb, you're on the air in Reading.
Howard.
Yeah.
Hey, that bit sucked, man. That dying grandfather bit. That shouldn't even have been played on 𝗦𝗵ici's show.
See, there you go.
That was terrible.
Thank
hey,
you.
Artie, go Yankees.
Yeah, right. Thank you, buddy.
See, the guys are just rushing stuff. You got to trust me sometimes. Because Jack and Rob with Joe Franklin, Artie heard it, and we discussed it, and it was like, well, I'm not sure about this. I
don't
think
interject
about it.
unless you ask me with that, but I had a definite opinion.
I know that was one of the things they were discussing yesterday.
No.
And we're back with the Jack and Rod Show. And who do we have on the phone today, Jack?
Well, Rod, today we have a very, very special guest, a legendary talk show host. It's my honor to present to you Mr. Joe Franklin, everyone.
Oh, what a pleasure. My pressure, my pressure.
We love you, Joe. Big, big fans.
I love you.
And Mr. Franklin, we scanned the world to find the biggest Joe Franklin fan in the world, and we found him. He's here today. Say hello to Mr. Mark Del Stevenson.
Hey, Mark.
How are you, Mark? Have we met, Mark? Do we know each other?
Mark's a little overwhelmed right now. He's a bit nervous, but he wanted to tell you, Mr. Franklin, who his favorite guest was on your show. Go ahead, Mark.
Who?
On your TV show?
Yes.
Who? Ty.
Ty Harden? No.
Take your time.
Yeah, no rush. Plenty of time.
Tyrone
Power?
Tiny?
Tiny Tim.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, great. Good going.
I love that.
Remember when he was married on the Johnny Carson show years ago? I was invited to that wedding, but I couldn't make it. I couldn't find a formal shopping bag. But
Mark, calm down. I think he's relaxed now. Great.
I got that feeling, yeah.
Now it's time for Joe Franklin Trivia.
Yeah.
Joe, if Mark gets this question right, he gets 2 weeks to Hawaii!
Whoa.
Woo!
By the way, I'm glad you said the word trivia because it ties in with the name of my newest, my 24th book is called Joe Franklin's.
Never mind that. Let's get right to the question. This is very important.
The question is, who was the star of the famous movie Citizen Kane?
Go ahead, Mark.
I'm so nervous talking to you, Mr. Ferguson.
Mark, you sound like such a bright young man. It's such a pleasure to know you're a fan of mine. You've been a fan of mine for a long time, huh?
Jesus, he just threw up. Scott, get in here with a mop.
Give him a glass of water.
Oh, my God. Mr. Franklin, I'm terribly sorry.
Is he okay now? A little better?
Oh, fuck, he just pissed his pants. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Get him out of here.
Well, how are you going to get him out? You
got to wheel him out of here.
Then does he got somebody to guide him once he gets out?
Oh, he's full of urine and vomit.
Well, look, he's a wonderful man. I'm sorry that he's not feeling well, but you got to...
We're almost done cleaning him up. Here, go ahead.
So, gentlemen, are we finished?
Do you want to plug your book?
Yeah, the book is called Joe Franklin's Great Mark, God bless you. You're a wonderful...
Mr. Franklin, we didn't hear your plug. Can you get your plug out, please?
Called Joe Franklin's Great
Mr. Franklin.
Tell Mark to be
Orson.
Orson what?
Mark, be quiet for 1 second while I plug my book. It's called Joe Franklin's Great
Orson.
Hold on, what's your plug again?
Joe Franklin's Great
Orson Welles.
That's right.
It goes on and on.
Yeah. It's a little long.
Yeah, so I heard it, and I was thinking about it, and I haven't put it on the air because I didn't think it worked, and I thought maybe I could chop it down some
Yeah,
way,
no, that's
or,
right. Definitely. Because there's funny parts when he gets his Tyrone Power.
Yeah, there's two good laughs.
Of all the people, you know.
There's two good laughs, and I was thinking, well, maybe I could think of something to do with this.
Definitely cut down.
Yeah. But I didn't think it worked.
No, because by the end, every time they tell him to plug, they're just going to interrupt the plug.
Right. And it's kind of mean. I mean, Joe Franklin's being a good guy, and he obviously knows it's a joke. He's not getting all freaked out by it.
And Joe Franklin telling that
the shopping bag.
Yeah, like that's. I mean, but that's funny that he tried to do that joke. You know, it's like.
Yeah. So you see what my problem is. I mean, I got to make sure the stuff I put on the air is good.
Well, yeah, maybe you're wrong for not rejecting more bits.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I brought that up because put myself in your position. That's an example of a bit I heard, and I was muddling in my own head whether or not it could be funny at any point or cut down. And then if I had heard it already somewhere else, it'd be aggravating, definitely.
But Sal and Richard get into this thing with Gary where they pressure him to put these bits on the air.
Well, they think everything's ready to go when they give it to you.
Everything's
they don't
funny.
Know that sometimes they need a little more work. And I asked them, that was one of the questions. I said, do you sometimes go back and re-edit based on the reaction you get in the studio when they're previewing it for you? And they said yes.
Yeah. So, what can I tell you? So now I'm all aggravated.
I think they got the point.
No, I know they got the point, and then I get upset.
Let it go.
No, and then I get upset that I have to, be such an asshole, and it's like it just everything is just a neurotic fucking mess for me.
Well, in defense of the wrap-up show, it got me mad earlier in the week, and you mad now, and I'm sure the audience likes when people are mad.
I don't know.
They like people arguing.
I don't like when I'm mad.
Well, let me ask you something.
I know we don't, but
I could be funny without being mad.
Do you think you could handle this in a different way so that the point gets across?
No. Honestly, no. I'm like Alec Baldwin.
And you don't have this feeling, I was an asshole, and why did I have to be such an asshole?
I try. I'm in therapy, so many hours a week, and I'm supposed to get in touch with certain things, and I don't know how to do that.
You're sounding like Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, I just don't,
Oh, jeez. There is a way.
Yeah, I don't have that way.
Yes, you do.
The problem is I'm always right.
Well, Howard,
That's
I
a big problem.
Point out some things when you were wrong.
No, never. Never been wrong.
Never.
I'm trying to think of one other than fashion.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of lame. Okay, so I don't know how to dress so good.
Yeah, because I do.
I could say pretty much 90% of the things I wear are mistakes.
You could go all day picking outfits.
That's why I put up with Ralph in my life.
When Howard said I was arguing with him this morning, I wasn't arguing with him. Arguing would be, hey, Howard, you're wrong. I did the right thing. That's an argument. I was just trying. I said, listen, I totally understand what you're saying. I'm just trying to give you some insight into what I was thinking, how I ended up going down that road. Yes, I understand I was wrong, but I didn't want him to think that, like I said, I didn't want to think I'm some renegade nut who pulls bits out and plays them whatever I want. I was trying to explain to him how it sort of happened organically, the conversation. Robin understands that. Even here, Robin said, maybe we should play the bit. And, I even said with Robin there, I felt more comfortable playing the bit. I probably wouldn't have played it if Robin wasn't there. It just gave me more comfort. But I wasn't looking to fuck him over. I made a mistake, but I wanted to give him some insight into how I came to the decision. That's all.
Do you think he eventually came around to see that at all?
No. Yeah.
So it was kind of a rough morning so far. Here, come talk to me for a second.
I don't want to talk.
Do you feel bad for Gary at all?
Yeah, I feel bad. I mean, Gary, I think Gary, like I said it on the air, I think Gary made a good call in this instance. And we all took heat for it. That's it.
Do you think the bit should have been played on the wrap-up show? Do you think that was the right call to sort of
I think it
pass
could.
over Howard?
It's such a tough call to make. If Howard would have definitely said dead bit, yes. But Howard didn't say dead bit. It was still on the fence, and that's why I said to Gary, maybe Howard's going to play it first. So that's it for that. I don't know. There's so much negative sentiment today. It just stinks.
Let me see that van thing we have, the ice cream truck for the Howard TV free preview. It's out on the street. It's coming around the city. It's going to be touring all over the country, I believe.
I may go Friday. It's going to Philly. I may go down there if I can get off the set early enough.
Oh, my goodness.
I may love to. Oh, my God. That's hilarious.
I thought you wanted people to come and visit this thing.
Now, standing out by the Howard TV free preview ice cream truck, which is appearing today. Where is it appearing? Anybody know?
Union Square, I think.
Yeah, it's Union Square.
What time are you going to be there, Eric?
About 11 o'clock.
Right. That's High Pitch Eric. He's going to be down there.
And I'm here, Howard. I'm here for you. I love you, Howard. We'll be at Union Square, rocking and rolling with the band and the Peep Show.
Marianne from Brooklyn, and then there's Siobhan. He's wearing a nice dress.
Hey, Howard. It's beautiful out here. You got to come to Union Square and check it out. All kinds of amazing things going on inside that van. And we also got these beautiful little masturbatory hygiene tissues.
There's Joey Boots. Hi, Siobhan. Joey Boots.
What's up?
How you
What's
doing,
up,
man?
Howard? I'm doing good. Hey, I'm happy to hear that Robin is now single. I'd like to get a chance to get that.
Yeah, probably you'll be able to hit that when it gets down to the ice cream truck.
Yeah, I like
Robin,
Robin
you going down there
because
for
she's a
Joey
heavy-set
Boots?
woman.
Yeah.
I like heavy-set women.
Heavy-set. Get out of here. What's the
Thanks
matter?
for the invite.
Yeah.
I love you, Robin.
Hopefully
You're
she
big and
likes
beautiful.
heavy-set guys.
Crackhead Bob is out there with the...
What's going on there, baby?
How are you, pal?
I'm doing okay. You okay?
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while.
Well, I'm here today.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Go
So,
do a good
come
job.
on.
Promote the Howard TV.
No, it's done.
What are you going to do, Bob? Like, people are going to come to see the free preview in the ice cream truck, and what are you going to be doing?
Are we right there? Come on in.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Are people stopping by, or are they running away?
Oh, no. Coming and talking.
Oh, they're talking to you.
Yeah, come on.
All right.
Have people come over, and has anybody actually visited the ice cream booth yet?
No. It's going to be in a little while.
In a little while. You haven't opened it up
There's
yet.
plenty of people out there. Why is nobody visiting?
I don't know. We're waiting.
It's New York City, Robin. There's a lot of people there every day.
So what are you going to do? You're just going to say hello to the people?
Yeah.
All right.
And whatever
Imagine that.
happened.
Okay, good.
Looks
Okay?
crowded.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Oh, listen,
Okay,
it
thank
does
you.
look like a peep show.
Yeah, that's the interior of this thing. They rebuilt an ice cream truck to look like a peep show.
Wow.
And so when fans go in there, they can see a free preview of Howard TV. And they've even set it up like a little museum. You could see on some of the shelves.
There's memorabilia or something?
There's the waxing show. You'll get to see that. You see the little booth playing the waxing show?
Yeah.
And there's memorabilia. There's like all the different attachments for the Sybian and all the different
Oh,
Sybian.
is that what that is?
Those are all the different ones that women have sat on. All
Signed
autographed.
by the women, yeah.
Very beautiful
Oh,
display
yeah.
with pictures, and it's a beautiful, beautiful ice cream truck.
And as Siobhan said, we got these little masturbatory tissues.
You never know what Siobhan's talking about, you know? Just blurt shit out.
Oh, great. I can't hear what they're saying.
Good.
They're talking about you. They said you're delusional.
No, not me. Not me. Hello?
No, I said
Hello?
no. All right, Siobhan. Hey, Siobhan, you look pretty with that wig.
Thank you. I have to wear it now because all my hair is falling out on my head.
It's hard to look like a girl when you have all your head.
When you're bald.
When your whole head is bald.
The pain of alopecia. Oh, my God.
Stuff to look like a girl when you're a man.
Yeah.
We're not so.
You know, let me tell you something. Another added bonus about where they are right now. Behind them, there's a pizza place, 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿𝗍 Pizza. That is the best pizza on the planet Earth.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, right there on 49th, man. Go and get a grandma slice. It's unbelievable.
What's a grandma slice?
It's a real thin Sicilian slice of pizza.
Oh, yeah?
With amazing, like the cheese is a little overdone, the gravy's insane, a nice, thick, beautiful crust. It's really fantastic.
Hey, Eric, what high pitch? So you haven't been on the show because you have gout? Let's see you walk.
Well, it's hard for me to walk.
Let's see what you walk. Let's see how it looks when you walk now.
All right, hold on.
Oh, look at that. He can barely walk. He's like an old man.
He's going to be 800 pounds because he can't even walk now.
It's
Look
hard
at
for me
that.
to walk.
Yeah, we see. Like an elephant.
Well, come back, High Pitch. Don't go away.
High pitch, what's going on with the gout? Like, what do you feel in your feet?
Like my feet are cramped up in my sneakers.
And did the doctor say if you lost weight and watched your diet, you would probably get rid of the gout?
Yeah,
So why wouldn't you do that, man? Why wouldn't you do everything possible so you could walk normally?
that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, but you're not succeeding. You look fatter than ever.
No, you want to see my belly?
Yeah. You look more grotesque than ever.
Hey, Howard.
I might weigh what he does, though.
What do you weigh now? Do you know?
About 300.
Bullshit.
You're more than that.
No, that's what I weigh. What
Look how he can't even walk. He cannot walk.
The guys are telling me, he comes up for Superfan Roundtable. They said, they cater it with pizza. They said he's good for like 5 or 6 slices of pizza, every time he comes up.
Just there, yeah.
Yeah, you eat a lot, Eric, right?
I know, and Joey Boots eats like 5 or 6 slices too.
He doesn't have the gout.
No, I don't. I ate 2 slices. I got the gout from going to Chinese buffets, the all-you-can-eat places, like 2 or 3 times a week.
Do you realize we just assembled 5 people in the year 2007, 2 of them with the gout?
And meanwhile, Siobhan's wearing a belly shirt. And his hands are shaking. He's got a belly, all right.
Yeah, I'm advertising my new website, www.catfarmwithak.com, where you can go get my music and check out my artwork. And I'm coming out with a new line of cat toys ready for the summer.
www.nobodycares.com.
Catfarmwithak.com.
Wow. I gotta hear this music.
Who wouldn't want to go? Yeah, get on that website and get me that music. Look at that belly shirt and the whole big belly sticking out.
That is.
High Pitch, why the fuck wouldn't you lose weight? Why wouldn't you, man?
It's hard to lose weight.
Did you see what you're doing to yourself?
Yeah.
You got gout.
I mean, that's like an 1890s disease. You're going to get consumption later.
Well, I'm trying to lose weight.
And you know,
Howard,
we were debating, are you retarded?
No.
You're not?
No.
How do you know?
Because I know.
Do you know you're right?
If I was retarded, I would have graduated from high school.
You would have graduated.
No.
He's just some sort of disgusting organism. You can't, like, no one
We don't know
knows
how
what
to
he is.
qualify it. Yeah.
Look, his gums are already bleeding. Look at the blood on his teeth.
Ugh.
They're always bleeding. You can see.
Oh.
Look at that. Is that painful?
No, not really.
Do you ever brush them?
Yeah.
No, you couldn't.
It's hard. Well, when I brush my teeth, it hurts.
I'm sure it does.
What do you do that doesn't hurt?
I can't hear you. These headphones are staticky.
Hey, Siobhan, that skirt you're wearing really accentuates your dick.
Thank you.
Excuse me, that's a birth defect.
Excuse me, it's a very large
Did,
clit.
Eric.
Yeah.
Anymore. You know, she hasn't been in the
She said to me last night, I got to come on the show. Because I was telling her how, I was telling her about Dr. Drew. She asked me who was in. I said, Dr. Drew. And then I said, what? There was, I said there was a, what the heck was it? There was something sexual that went on. What was it that we just did?
The Sibian ride?
No,
What?
it was something else.
What did we do?
I told her today we're having the kielbasa contest, to see who can swallow the most kielbasa.
The
Deep throat
Mexican
contest.
delivery game?
Something like that. I don't know. I was telling you. I said, "What?" She goes, "Oh, I have to come on the show." I said, "Yeah, it sounds like fun, doesn't it?" She goes, "Yeah, I want to be there." So she would be on the show.
And that's a great thing. The last time that she was in the studio, it seemed like since she's been married with you, she got real comfortable with the audience, got a little bit sexual with us, and that was great to see Beth like that. I'm just wondering in the future, how much more open can she get, and can you actually interview her, unlike being her husband?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Can you?
Well, you're referring also to, I made a big point at the end of the show yesterday of playing you Ellen DeGeneres with her wife,
Yeah.
Portia de Rossi, and there's how lame it was.
I heard somebody on the wrap-up show accused you of, like, how can you talk about Ellen? I heard somebody said on the wrap-up show that's you and Beth. I said, I can't agree with that. He's not singing in the shower.
No, and by the way, I have to get rid of the wrap-up show because, and I'll tell you why. The purpose of the wrap-up show is not to sit there and criticize me. Whatever I'm doing is so that everyone here can make a living.
Mm-hmm.
And to sit there and criticize the show, I don't mean, you want to criticize the way I look or something, but to criticize the show can't be serving us well.
Mm.
We have enough people who are against us.
That's right. Don't criticize the thing you love.
Yeah, I mean, let's say I'm as bad as Ellen DeGeneres. Why would we want to point that out to anybody? It just doesn't make any sense from a marketing standpoint.
Right, but I was like, I don't think that guy's right.
Gary does that all the time, Howard. He's always saying that it's a bit. We don't want to know if something's a bit.
I know. I don't really need anybody pulling the curtain back on The Wizard of Oz.
It's a fantasy
Pittsburgh
world.
Pete is not. He's out of his mind.
Pittsburgh Pete is not out of his mind. You're out of your mind.
So you're saying that I'm always trashing you?
No, not trashing, but there's a certain
mystique
about the show.
After all these years,
But Gary is in a weird position. He's got to fill an hour and sit there and talk about the show.
And also, when people call, they say they're saying one thing and then they ask another question, and sometimes I don't know how to answer it.
Right.
Howard, we listen to the show. We come up with our
Everything's
own
a mess.
ideas, Then Gary comes on and ruins everything. By like, here's the real reason Howard did that.
I love Pete because Pete can get everybody at each other's throat.
Yeah, he's like Ralph. He doesn't do anything for a living but piss us off.
I actually got a job recently, Gary.
Doing what? What could you be doing?
I'm serving tables, man.
What? How long do you think you'll last doing that? You're an obnoxious fucking asshole. You should be fired in a month.
Gary, you don't intimidate me. I see through you, always have.
I'm not trying to intimidate you. I'm just telling you who you are. You're an asshole.
Okay, great. Like, I care what you think about me.
See, that's the problem. You don't care what anybody thinks about you. That's why you'll never work, douchebag.
I don't respect you. Okay?
Pete, you got a
You're
job.
not a great guy in radio to me. You don't understand.
But you'll never get any, Pete. You'll never get anywhere. You'll never do anything because you have a shit attitude.
Okay.
And you're a fucking narcissist.
I'm going to be 30 years old, buddy. I think I realize I'm not going to get anywhere by now. You're not teaching me nothing.
See, how can you argue with a guy who knows he's, you know, what he doesn't care?
You're superficial. You're phony, brother. Everybody
Dude,
knows.
have you ever met me?
There's a reason Howard hired you.
Have you ever met me?
Yes, I've met you a few times. I hate you.
You know what's so funny? You're so nothing. I don't even remember meeting you.
Work, Gary. You're the phoniest guy.
I don't even remember meeting you.
What?
Where would I have met you?
I met you in Florida once before. I met you a couple times. And
you're very not memorable.
You're a nerd. I can't believe you even got married. You got a good-looking wife like you did. It's a shock to everyone.
Hey, why don't you go to comedy again, Pete? Remember how great you were when you opened for Artie?
How great are you every day on the wrap-up show, Gary? You're never funny.
I'm great enough to be getting continually paid for it for 3 years. You did it once, and they fucking practically lynched you.
You are a character. You're Booey. That's the big bit. It's you.
And you're not a character. You're Pittsburgh Pete, the asshole.
Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. We don't care about Gary. We care about the monkey face, making us laugh. That's what we care about. You don't got to come on the wrap-up show, you and John Hine, and say, oh, Howard did this. That's a bit. That's not who he really is. Robin did this, but privately...
Pete, let me ask you a question.
I don't want to know that.
Do you want the wrap-up show canceled?
No, it's a good show. It's fine.
Well, then what do you want?
I don't even want you talking to me right now. I don't even know why you're involved in
I was talking to you. Gary hijacked my show.
Yeah, what is it, the wrap-up show?
Oh,
hey, Howard, he's insulted me. I have to have the right to defend myself.
You'll get your hour today.
This is the pre-wrap-up show.
I can't even get on the air anymore.
Tell him that he peaked, Howard. Will is the number one guy on the show now as a producer.
Will is the guy?
Yeah, Will is the guy. Will's the one that's coming up with the vibe, the flow, and the audience.
Would it be your advice to me to demote Gary and make Will the executive type producer?
You don't need Gary any longer. He doesn't even have that big a Rolodex any longer with celebrities. What's he doing?
Let me tell you something. I know Will. He'll hate you way quicker than I did.
Gary, you hate everybody, man. You think you're better than people. You're the biggest narcissist on the show. You must have lied. That test must not be accurate because you are.
Maybe they made a mistake and switched Gary's score with Robin. I never thought of that.
Hey, my picture ain't in the post today.
You're a kid.
That's right, because you switched the results.
He was smart.
Is Gary correct when he says that you will never hold on to your waitering job, that you're too abrasive?
I've had about 85 jobs in my life. The longest one was about a year. That's when I was bartending. It's miserable. Financially, I've never made more than $5,000 a year. And
$5 grand?
$5 grand is my biggest year ever.
What is it? Is it your personality? You seem like a...
I'm very... I get a job, and I get bored. You know, I do feel I'm a creative person, but I didn't see my future. Like, I'm going to be here the rest of my life, and it frightens me. So I quit, and I like laying around smoking weed, and that's... You know, the radio is a big part of my life, Howard.
What happened to your last job, Pete?
My last job?
Yeah, what happened? What went wrong? What was your last job?
No, my last job, I was bartending. That was a year ago. I haven't worked in a year. I finally got a job now, so I'm happy again.
As a bartender, you only made $5,000 for the whole year?
Yeah.
He quit.
But for $5,000, he worked for a year and made $5,000?
He worked a whole year.
I know bartenders will make that in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, this is the
You
most...
must have been the worst bartender ever.
It must have been a horrible bar.
It was a dive bar. Like Artie once said when we first talked, it was a shot and beer bar, you know. It was my first gig ever, but it was the best time I've ever had in my life. Being behind the bar, when you're the bartender, you're the king, Howard. Like you on the show, it's a small level of that. You're the local celebrity.
So why would you walk away from such a thing?
Because I had a major setback in life, and it was hard dealing with the customers when I had to deal with emotional issues.
What was the major setback?
I lost my mother, man, about a year ago.
Okay, so you had to quit the job?
No, that's where I'm stupid. You know, it was the worst decision I ever made. I had 5 women, and I quit my job. They wouldn't even take my calls anymore. Everything fell apart. You know, the best thing I had was Sirius Satellite Radio. That's not just to kiss your ass, but, you know, when you're laying in bed, you're smoking the weed, and you got the Howard Stern world, there you go. I could go off into that fantasy world.
Why not try another place, Pete?
I've tried. It's hard. You cannot find a bartending job unless you know somebody. So, I'll make some money.
What is it, Gary?
The question for Pete is, if his best year was $5 grand, how do you live?
I live with my father, my sister.
But like, who's paying for your Sirius?
I have a credit card.
Wow.
You know?
Is that run up big? Like, are you over drawn on your credit?
What's your financial like? Are you handling your bills right now and everything? The mortgage, you're paid off, you're taking care of everything?
You know what? I never carry a finance charge on a credit card. I pay my mortgage every month, and I lease my cars.
That's great, man. You're so...
No, I'm just asking you if you're overdrawn on your cards.
Pete hates you.
You're cooler than me.
No, I'm not cooler
Ralph
than
is
you.
on with Pete. Ralph, go ahead.
Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Hey, I've been around for one or two of those Beth fashion shows, and they are very hot. What's great, like, if she has a dress on, you go like, hey, you know, maybe you should have higher heels on with that. Then she'll go and get some, like, higher heels and stuff.
Yeah, sometimes it's weird when Ralph's there and Beth is doing a fashion show. I don't like it so much.
Yeah, 'cause it sounds like he manipulates things.
Well, because I see him, you know, I know how Ralph is. He's a guy. And
Yeah,
he-
not only that,
he's
it's your fashion show.
Yeah,
Right.
I feel like that should only be for me. But
chiseling on
Ralph,
your fashion
Ralph
show.
has actually been there for a few fashion
Yeah,
shows.
and also what's great is that she's usually braless when she's doing those because she's changing quick.
Oh, now it's just steps into Creepyville.
Yeah, it isn't right.
That's not creepy.
Dude,
Yes, it is.
Come on, it's his wife.
I know. I get a little territorial, you know. Like
you
Ralph.
should.
I go, Ralph, easy.
Do you get? But Howard, do you get in that weird area where it sort of turns you on that
No.
that means that much to Ralph? Like you because
No.
your wife's so hot?
Not when it's that
close.
I don't need. I don't.
It's one thing for him to admire from afar.
It is fun, but I know Ralph goes into wolf mode, and I've seen it before.
I know that face.
Yeah, not with my wife. You
Hey,
know,
Beth, those heels aren't high enough.
it's okay when it's we're out in a club or something. So we're both working it.
Yeah, you're looking at some other chick.
Ralph could have had her.
Ralph forgot one time he gave her his number. I mean, it gets pretty intense.
He goes right into that mode.
You come to think of it, Ralph has been there for a few fashion shows. Yeah, it's always fun.
Remember to dismiss him next time.
Hey, Ralph, how do you deal with your life, man? Never, like, really working and just, you know, how do you get by? I don't know. I do pretty well. Much like Gary, I don't carry a finance charge.
He doesn't carry a credit card either.
But wait, but I was on hold. What do you make $5,000 a year and live with your parents? I live with my father. I live with my parents my whole life. I sleep in the same single bed I always have.
How old are you?
He said,
I'm going to be 30 years old, man. And you got the nerve to try and question Gary or me about it? I'm not questioning anybody, Ralph.
he's trying to figure it out.
That you were. Oh, I'm sorry. He's trying to figure out how to move out. You were actually a role model, kind of. Well, you know, how are you going to be 50 years old kind of doing the same thing? How do you make money? Howard helps you out on occasion? Yeah, you know, every once in a while, I kind of call him and say, like, what do you do in your personal life? I need a few bucks for the week. And what do you do? Check off. What do you really do, Ralph? Tell us.
He's a stylist.
It's a secret. Who else does he style besides you on Mondays?
I have him booked exclusively. I pay to have him an exclusive
Yeah,
rights
because
to him.
you couldn't get him when you wanted him, so
Yeah.
you had to tie him up exclusively.
In fact, not only do I have him exclusively, I can't even get him to come to the
Even
house.
with your exclusive.
Well, he was busy with the Battlestar Galactica finale.
Battlestar Galactica.
Like, no, but Pete, to answer your question, Ralph will style all of us from time to time. Like one time, Ralph told me I look like shit.
Just once?
Well, actually, it was several times. So you know, and he doesn't charge me a lot for that. So he'll do everybody on the show from time to time.
Ralph found me my Michael Jordan sweatpants, I'll tell you that. And I love those.
Well, are they hard to find? Because now you got me wanting to get them.
Ralph, how do you get those? Because I told Artie he should get them.
You know, they probably would be good for Artie because they're good size and stuff. I had to search like the style number and stuff like that. You know,
You can't can't go to a store and get it, huh?
He found them in a store, and then we went back to
you know
get
what?
them. And
Stuff like that, like they turn them over so quick. You know, they were like from the beginning of the summer maybe or something. I mean, the beginning of the winter, and, you know, now they're out of the store. I went to get more, and they didn't have them. So
I told Artie he's got to get Michael Jordan sweatpants. I'm telling you, they're slenderizers.
I'll ask my sister.
You'll be able to gain another 100 pounds.
But he makes 20 different kinds, Artie. You got to get the same kind if that's the kind you want.
Yeah, you got to get these.
The what?
He makes 20 different kinds. You got to get this kind, the black ones.
Yeah,
well, does it have a name?
What's the name of those ones, Ralph?
I don't know. There's a style number to it. I don't know.
All right.
Style number.
And then every douchebag like Pittsburgh Pete's going to be wearing them. All right, man. I'm a douchebag, right?
Why is he a douchebag?
I'm just joking. Yeah, you got nothing to say to me. We're kind of similar, you know. We are. A little bit. I mean, you can't be happy.
I don't see how you can have a bartending job and make only $5,000 a year. That means if you work 4 days a week for 45 weeks. I'm gonna. Is that about?
But he
20,
didn't work the
25,
whole year.
That means he made 25. He worked the whole year. $25 a day. He made as a bartender.
Oh, he did work the whole year.
That's what I couldn't figure that out either.
Money.
What?
With the bartending, no, with the bartending gig, that might have been a little more. But on my tax records, you know, it was only probably like $5,000 ever, and that was like 10 years ago when I was like motivated.
I mean, how many days a week are you being a waiter?
Hopefully as many as they can give me. I just want to indulge myself in working for the public, get some money back in my pocket, and get some ganja, take a woman out to dinner. Just the basics, Howard, you know?
Right. Let me ask you something, Pete, though, because a lot of people in your generation now say you're creative because you go on the computer.
I know I'm creative.
Well, but and listen, I'm going to tell you something. When you came with me to do the gig, you actually told some jokes. Howard even said it. We played it.
Yeah.
And you actually had a couple of funny jokes.
Thank
you. Yeah, it was good. But how are you dealing with that now? Like, what are you trying to do to be creative? What's the outlet? Are you
You
writing?
could be a creative waiter. Why not? Why not be the best waiter?
Use your comedy on your clients.
I'm going to tell you something. Whatever job I ever took, I was a food server as well. And I was selected by my boss as the best food server of the year because I put my heart and soul into it. I decided whatever I did in life, I want to be the best at. I don't give a shit what it is.
You're spending your time. You might as well do it well.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you be the best? I mean, in college, I made the best movie. I won. When I served the food, I was on time, I was conscientious, and I was a pleasure to my boss. I believe that you must excel. I was a dishwasher, and I got a commendation. Now, who gets it? Who gets there, puts their heart and soul into dishwashing? You're going to be something. Be the best at it.
He won the silver dish.
And why was I the best dishwasher? I'll tell you exactly why. I got in there like a madman. I probably took on the workload of 3 or 4 guys, and I washed and I racked, and I was proud of the job I did.
And you rolled.
And believe me, I didn't make 10 cents.
Pete wants to be a star.
See, I'm a direct opposite.
You could
of
be
you.
the star.
I was the worst.
Well, I don't believe in that. You could be the star of the kitchen.
Right.
And why not?
Yeah, but Pete
take some pride.
What? What are you guys trying to say to me? What
are you trying
to excelling is what they're saying.
I'm saying to you.
I'm on a radio show right now expressing my opinions like you guys do every day.
Here's what I'm saying. Artie was saying to you, how are you, this wasn't directed at you. Shh, you're not listening. Okay. Now you're talking.
Dopey.
Artie was saying, how are you expressing your creativity? Right. I said you could express your creativity. This was directed at Artie.
By doing your job well.
That's right. You can be creative in any job. Creativity can come out in any facet. You know, you see a sales guy like Sam Ben-Ruby who works so hard. I see this guy. He is creative. Now, he's a salesman. He's a radio salesman, but I see he's creative. He knows how to schmoo. He puts his heart and soul into it. You are a waiter. I want to hear that you are now the top waiter.
Everybody loves to go there because you're going to wait on them. They request your section.
But don't be dopey and sit there and bother people when they're eating. Being the best means staying out of people's way and complying with everything.
I know how to do that, man.
You know how to do that? I want you to do that.
I'm all about the hospitality, Howard.
Good. I think that you could make more than $5,000 in a year at that job.
Let's shoot for 6,000 this year.
And stick with it. And no more smoking weed during the week, only on weekends.
Right. That will be after work.
Ganja. Are Pete's parents rich?
No. After work, no. I said on weekends.
You don't earn after work.
I think he should take a break from pot, period.
Well, I'm trying to wean him off a little bit.
No, it's every day for about 12 years, 13 years. Every day of my life.
Well, what about being the best pot smoker?
He is.
During the week.
That he has excelled at.
No, that's negative. Pete, during the week, no more pot.
I can't do that for you, Howard.
Let me ask you something, Pete. Do you think the pot smoking might have something to do with why you still live at home?
I don't know about that.
I do know about that.
Yeah.
And that is true. I have friends who smoke more weed. Like they'd be proud of themselves. Oh, I quit smoking cigarettes. Then you find out they're smoking 7-8 joints, 7-8 joints a day.
Yeah, tons.
And let me tell you something. All of these guys do not succeed.
Right.
They don't. They do not. I know them. It's a type. You're right. They're burnouts. And
I know that.
Starting today, during your work day, the days you don't work, you want to smoke a little weed, okay, I'm not going to take that away from you.
Mm-hmm.
But on the days you work and the days that you got to be up for work, no more weed.
You get high at work, man?
No, I served tables about 8 years ago, and I did get high, and it was very tough to do. Bartending, you can do it. You're in the dark. People are all drunk. But if you're serving tables, it doesn't work.
Are you strong enough to stop smoking on work days?
I don't think so.
Well, you got to get strength. If you want to be the best, it's not going to...
I don't want to be the best. Well, I do. You're right.
Okay. So then what are you going to do? Try it for a month. Call me back and let me know how you do.
All right.
Don't call us even for a month.
Yeah, pot is too powerful thing in your life. You're letting it overtake you.
The older you get, man, the more wisdom you get. You're motivational. You're like a Dr. Drew yourself, man. You should have a...
Dr. Jew? How dare you?
You should have Dr.
All right, I have a big nose, but...
Let's see if it works, Pete. Go
I'm
away
a
for
Jew.
a month and see if you come back any better.
All right,
Howard's been like a father to me over these years.
Well, he's failing as a father.
Maybe that's why you're high at home with no work.
He's a terrible father.
Then you got the wrong father.
Yeah, you have to reassess, Pete.
I mean, please, Pete, don't belittle yourself by not taking your job seriously. In other words, you're making fun of your job when you're showing up high and not motivated. You should be proud to be a waiter. There's nothing, in Europe...
It's a great job.
It's not my passion, though, Howard.
Make it your passion.
Well, what's your passion?
My passion is talk radio.
No. No, it isn't.
It's listening to talk.
You're a waiter. And there's nothing, right now you're a waiter. When you get the job on talk radio, that'll be something. But not now.
Right.
And you need to stop smoking pot during the week.
No, you're right about this.
You got
Have
to
you
do it.
heard of 100%?
100%.
He's heard of it. But he's got to now devote his life to it. You have to be the best at what you do.
Can you give it 100%, Pete?
No, I can't. If you want honesty, I would love to do it, Howard.
Pete, I go to a restaurant. It's called 𝗛cie𝗄𝗿𝗍 here in Manhattan. The waiter walks over. He's got the whole menu memorized. And he goes, "Hello, Mr. Stern." He's like this. He's an Italian guy.
Hello.
He goes, "Today's the specials we have." And then he goes, "And now I'm going to tell you the fish. And then I tell you the pasta." Then this guy takes such pride in his work. I go, this guy's at the top of his game. It doesn't matter. You talk about talk radio? He's doing talk radio right there.
The hardest part of his day is getting that accent right.
Well, he is terrific. There's nothing wrong with being a great waiter.
You know, people think probably think you're sort of joking around.
I'm not joking around.
There's so many assholes that you run into. Like I go shopping a lot, and all these fucking people who try to register are on their phones or fucking half asleep. You just want to smack them. Go, what the fuck are you doing?
If you want to know something, you're absolutely right. I go to these stores, and I see people working behind the cash register. Most of them are
They
vomits.
don't even want to look at you.
They're vomits. The other day, I was in the Barnes & Noble. A young black woman standing behind the thing, and she says, "Oh, hello," big smile, takes the money, "Have a good day," she says to me, "and how can I help you?" I said, I know that this girl
is going somewhere.
Even if she just stays at Barnes & Noble, they will put her in charge, and she will make more money than the rest of these nitwits.
And she's black.
And you respect somebody like that.
And she happens to be a lovely girl.
Believe it or not.
And she is going to go places. It will be recognized because people who run businesses are only looking for somebody who's got half a brain in their head.
And won't destroy the customer.
All right, Howard, what do you think? What do you think about a guy like this who has, a lot of ideas? He definitely is a unique person with a creativity, but doesn't have the structure or the organization or the willpower to put it together and make it useful.
That's a very good question.
Are you talking about me again?
Yeah, well, that is loser thinking.
Yes.
There are a ton of guys out there. They got a million ideas. They're all full of horseshit. Their ideas are never going to happen. What you got to do is devote yourself to what it is you're doing right now. You see, life is simple. The guys who walk around with a million ideas in their head, and their whole lives, they spend their time going, "Oh, I could be great at this. I could be great at that. I could be great at that." Be great at what you're doing. Forget about everything else. Be the greatest waiter you can be. And then you will see life will start to unfold.
You're right.
It's nonsense
Are
thinking.
you going to investigate this, Pete, or are you just going to say, I'm still going to do it my way?
No, I'm going to put effort. I'm going to.
It's the Ralph Crandon situation. It's syndrome.
Yeah, you're right.
Idea.
Of course I'm right.
No, everybody wants.
Because you're thinking too. Your mind's all over the place. You're scattered.
I feel I deserve to be rich, Howard.
Okay. Well, never think that way. And I'll tell you why. That's another loserish kind of thing. Anybody who thinks they deserve to be rich will never be rich.
Except the people who are born that way.
Well, that's a different story. Pete wasn't lucky enough. What you got to do is never even think about being rich. Think about work and devoting yourself to it. The simplest job.
Wait, that's bullshit, Howard.
I don't care if you wash toilets. Be the best toilet washer, and you'll see it will become your way.
Can you do anything excellently?
It will become your way of doing things, and then no matter what you do, you'll be great at, and you won't be scattered.
Pete, can you do anything excellently?
I can do many great things, Robin.
No. Anything that you've actually been able to do, have you done it well?
Have I been like you? No. Have I been like Howard?
Pete, listen to me. Listen to me.
I am defensive because
no.
Howard was a guy like me. I mean, he was more successful, but...
No, he wasn't. He started out with nothing.
He was nothing like you.
No, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Because he's talking about don't worry about being rich. But
that's right. I never did. Let me tell you something. I got into radio.
Who thought about being rich?
I thought about being on the radio. And I worked with a lot of guys like you. When I was in college radio, none of us had jobs. We all had dreams of being on the radio. And really, it was a pipe dream. I was horrible at it. I never walked around saying I'm the best. I said I'm horrible at it. I got to get better. And the guys I work with, each one was worse than me. And they would sit there and go, you know what, man? I'm going in radio, and I'm going in big markets. I'm not wasting my time like you working in a small market. And they all were grandiose in their thinking. They all are horrible on the air. No one was looking for them. And rather than put in the time and the hard work to become good on the radio, they all were taking shortcuts. They all had pipe dreams. Me, this is what I did. I said, I'm shit. I've got nothing going on. I'm no one in this industry.
Well, let me work at it.
I'm going to see if some maniac will put me on the air, and I will follow his rules and regulations. I will train myself to be an announcer first, before I get on there and try to be funny. I never thought I'd be anything in radio. I just did the best job I could, and I was making $96 a week. Did I sit there and cry that I was making $96 a week? I said, thank God, there's a job where they only pay $96 a week. Who's going to hire me for more money? I'm not even worth $96 a week. This is highway robbery, what I'm doing.
You were living your dream.
No, I was living a nightmare. But I worked at whatever I did. You know, I was a camp counselor. They gave me commendation after commendation. They never had such a great camp counselor. A guy named 𝗫𝗿𝗍𝗿 will tell you. He said to me, I've never had anyone like you.
Call Sherwin.
You're not interested in being best friends with the kids. You actually run a really
you
good...
do the job.
You do the job. You're not...
You know how you get a commendation by just doing the job. Most people won't even do the job.
That's right. And you're not hearing me, Pete.
I'm hearing you.
No, you're not. You won't follow my advice, but I just gave you the secret to success.
No, you have.
I have. But very few people understand.
But you
it.
need to practice even at home, Pete. You need to, even when you're cleaning the bathroom, you need to clean it immaculately and be hard on yourself.
No.
Yes, now
I disagree with you.
Clean.
I disagree with you.
I'm completely confused.
Unless you're getting paid, you don't have to be good at anything.
Oh, stop it. No,
I'm
he
being
needs
serious.
to practice being good at
No.
something, anything, Howard.
Howard, you're not
Trust me.
I'm a big pig at home.
Before you go
As
to
a
your waiter job, clean the shitter.
As a
He
waiter.
needs to clean the bathroom
No,
and clean
that's
it
a waste
well.
of time.
No, it isn't.
Let your mother do that.
His mother's dead.
Well,
See?
bring her back.
Father.
Well, then his father do it.
Pete wants all the glory without the work.
Everything you do, you should do well.
Pete?
Whether you're paid or not.
Pete, just listen to me. I told you what you need to do. Now go do it. I gotta run.
Thanks, Howard.
Thank you.
He's never done anything to completion.
Thank you, Pete.
Thank you, Father.
Right.
Oh, God. Your son is in bad shape.
So, Gary, Pittsburgh Pete, started with 30 months ago. Why has he moved on to you, you think?
I don't know. I mean, he just moves around to whoever. He sort of got under my skin a little bit.
What do you think his problem is?
Well, I think he stated his problem pretty clearly today. His best year is $5,000. He lives at home. He sleeps in the twin bed that he grew up in, and he's just having some issues. And he's all bummed out that his mom passed away, and I feel bad about that. But listen, we've all had losses in our lives, and you got to move on.
Now, what do you think about him saying that Will is the top producer?
He's just trying to get under my skin.
He's just trying to say...
it's what his problem is I think he suffers from something that I think a lot of people suffer from. That he's one. Like I get interns that come in here, and they don't want to be interns. They want to be the producer. Why should they bother doing any of that low work? And that's what Pittsburgh Pete sounds like. He's like, well, I want to be famous. I want to be good. I want to be special. But he doesn't want to do anything to get there.
By the way, a lot of people pointed out what an asshole 𝗪𝗏𝗍𝗍 was yesterday when he was arguing about the AIG controversy and the bailout and bonuses thing. He was saying that the AIG guys should get their bonuses. And he says, it's funny. 𝗪𝗏𝗍𝗍 used the argument. By the way, 100 people wrote this, and I missed it yesterday. 𝗪𝗏𝗍𝗍, while discussing the AIG bailout bonuses, Scott goes, the executives should get their bonuses because it was written for in a legal contract. And then he said that the contractually and legally agreed to terms between the car companies and unions should be dissolved. He contradicts himself.
Right.
He says, like most Republicans, he's only
like
for
unions.
the executives.
Yeah, he doesn't
He's
like
not for the
unions.
working man.
So the union contract should be thrown out and disregarded.
But these contracts should be honored.
Yeah. And also about the dog advice. I received a email from Sam Simon, who works with animals, and said I was 100% correct that you should never hit your dog. He said, as one of the nation's largest providers of free certified assistance dogs for the deaf, I must comment on your theories of dog training. Howard, you are unequivocally 100% correct. Hitting your dog accomplishes nothing. And the methods you described are the ones my trainers use for dogs that achieve the most elite level of training. Furthermore, I wonder why someone like 𝗪𝗏𝗍𝗍 would even get a dog. It appears that 𝗪𝗏𝗍, like his right-wing politics, is cruel and without empathy or compassion. I've heard that even Hitler was nice to his dog. Sadly, the same cannot be said of 𝗪𝗏𝗍𝗍.
Yes, DePace said on the wrap-up show he would continue doing whatever he described here yesterday, and then in about a month it would work.
Yeah, and even like Jason said to me, isn't that a sign of low intelligence that, you gave him some really good advice, he asked for advice, and then he just can't absorb it. He can't. The Sam Simon Foundation will be happy to rescue Scott DePace's dog and find it a loving forever home.
Oh. Where they don't hit.
Yeah, where they don't hit. Hitting a dog, right, Fred? You've got dogs.
No, dude, you just don't do that. It's like, it just makes them crazy, and it doesn't change the behavior. It just makes them afraid of you.
Right. Scott, you were busted by the audience. What is your argument on this AIG thing? Forget the dog. You respect the contracts of the executives, but you don't respect union contracts.
They're not comparable.
Why?
But, well, in the case of the car companies, my argument is that the unions are largely at fault for causing the company to fail.
That's
the AIG. True. Hold on, that's my argument. The AIG contracts have nothing to do with AIG failing.
Well, you could blame the executives for not getting the job done properly.
It does. No, but these bonuses, did you read the op-ed that I sent you?
Yes, I did.
And what did you think of that?
There are some executives who had nothing to do with the failing of AIG, and they were promised bonuses, and now they're not getting them, and they're upset about it.
So the guy's working for nothing.
I understand that. But for the most part, you understand, in the one breath you say you have to honor contracts at AIG, but you're saying you don't have to honor union contracts.
No, I'm
can't
not
have it
saying
both
that.
ways.
I'm saying
That's
that if we're going to dump money into a company to make it work, you need to make sure that it's going to work from the start, or else you don't do it.
And secondly,
and in the case of the contracts, the union contracts, from what I hear, it costs $75 an hour for an American car company to make.
I've heard that figure is misleading.
And it's $45 for the foreign cars. You can't compete like that.
And secondly, Sam Simon says what you're doing is wrong. Every expert that
Tell Sam to go sit back on his mansion and just
every expert that is employed by the Sam Simon Foundation, and there's many, all are dog trainers, agree with me.
Have you ever spoken to a dog trainer?
I could care less, Fred. I've had dogs my whole life.
Don't ask me again for advice. Don't ask me again for advice and then ignore it.
Well, just because I got your advice doesn't mean I have to take it as gospel.
You should be hitting your dog?
I don't. It's not like the dog yelps when I hit her.
Oh, come on.
It's a tap on the ass, and she knows she did wrong.
And a tap on the ass isn't going to teach her anything.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
and
not.
Then I throw her outside.
Not only that, she's not doesn't even understand why you're doing it.
She does.
No.
She goes on. All right, then why yell? What's the difference? Does a lion tamer not use a whip? What do you want him to just talk to the lion?
He's a fucking lion.
Well, what's the difference?
Lions eat people. Dogs are loyal pack animals.
What's the difference between a lion and a dog?
Does a horse use a whip?
I saw the most. If you are not a dog lover after this, there is a video going around on the internet. Kid Chris sent it to me. I should send it to you guys.
Yeah.
Picture this: a dog is it's a like a homeless dog or so, or a dog that's lost, walking on a busy highway, four lanes. The dog gets hit by a car.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah. Miraculously, it looks like the dog's dead. It's laying there in the middle, and all the cars are just going and going. No one's stopping. Another dog sees this, runs out to help the dog, and she wants to drag the dog to the side of the road to help the dog. It doesn't use its mouth because she knows the mouth would hurt the dog. Pushes with her paws to move this dog. And this is a big dog. Pushes the dog to the other side of the street. Finally, people start to notice. And they stop cars and they try to help the dog move the dog. And it turns out both dogs are fine. And even the one that got hit is perfectly fine. Minor injuries.
Wow.
But imagine this dog is so loyal to another dog. And it tried to move the dog to safety. I mean, that's the most moving thing I ever heard. Yeah. You're never going to find. You're going to compare a dog to a fucking tiger?
No, I'm just saying that they're animals. At the end of the day, they're animals, and they understand.
Do you need to mistreat them? Because
I'm not mistreating. I'm loving that dog. I'm telling that dog how she's going to do well in my family.
Tell her, don't hit her.
Yeah, she doesn't speak.
You can tell her. They understand. They understand. What do you got, a lab?
Yeah.
A lab is as bright as a 3-year-old and can understand a vocabulary.
Actually, I think the lab might be smarter than you.
Yeah.
Fred, you know what? I question your intelligence sometimes too, pal.
Oh, come on. Fred's intelligence?
Yeah.
You think you're smarter than Fred?
Bring it on, dude.
Sure, let's take an IQ test.
Bring it on.
No way you'll beat Fred.
I think I might. I think Fred has a great memory, but that's about it.
No, it's more than memory. The guy's got basic intelligence.
Listen, don't attack me. I'm quite intelligent.
It was a joke. It wasn't an attack.
You're also
Should I hit you with a newspaper to see that you understand it?
What do you want to go up against Fred and name the subject? Name it.
No, an IQ test would be fair.
IQ test?
Sure.
He'll beat you. My money's on him.
Well, let's see.
Scott, I think you're a bright guy, but you're not smart.
Let's bring it on.
Fred, you think you'll beat him in an IQ test? Any chance I could lose money here?
I'm not going to take it.
You won't?
No, because I don't like IQ tests.
You don't want to know.
Yeah, what was an IQ test for someone of our age? What does that consist of? Logic questions, like basic?
Yeah, logic, command language, patterns, spatial.
Right.
Hey, listen.
Memory?
Let me tell you something.
Anyway, my dog loves
Fred. I'll tell you why Fred's smarter than you. Number one, you see him on this Win Fred's Money. The guy knows tons of shit.
It's
He's
unreal.
got great memory. Awesome.
More than memory.
Yeah, but that's knowledge.
He's got knowledge.
I'm not saying he's stupid. I'm just saying I am not.
He plays an instrument. That shows me a high mathematical ability.
I was great in math.
Yeah, but can you play guitar?
No, I've never bothered. No.
Yeah, he's got a basic curiosity.
Can he play golf? Can he play golf?
Can he play golf?
Any idiot can play golf.
Oh, my goodness.
Go ahead, let's see what brilliant Gary has
He
to say.
doesn't play music because he thinks it's stupid. He said as much. He thinks
It's a waste of time.
What do you mean? What did he tell you? What do you mean it's a waste of time? What is he talking about?
He thinks that to send your kid to take music lessons when you know that they're not going to be great at it is a complete waste of time.
Then why? Gary cannot even say
but
what.
then why golf if you're never going to be genius?
Said. It's not what I said.
What'd you say?
I said that I would not be one to if my child wanted to go to a college that it was all about music. I wouldn't support that.
You didn't say college. You said you wouldn't let your kid take lessons even as a grammar school kid.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes,
I
did.
just
You
said
said
that I would.
office.
I do not want to support. This thinking that you're going to get rich through music because I realize what
what
it
if you
gets.
just enjoy playing music?
Yeah, to have fun. That's one thing.
Yeah.
If you start taking it serious, it's.
There's been seriously. There's been studies that have been done that prove when kids take music courses and play music, it improves the right side of the brain, which is the math section, the language section.
Listen,
it makes them better students.
Go back and look at that refrigerator back there in the kitchen and see the thousands of CDs that are sitting there that people put their life and heart into, and they get nothing out
Scott,
of it.
you really sound like a McCarthy era, like fucking.
He's not,
It's
here's the thing. He's not being honest because he's saying this was about going to college. That I understand.
Right.
We had a long conversation in front of the entire office. Everyone will back me up. That if your son wanted to play an instrument, it would be okay, but you would not push your child to play an instrument now because you think that it's a dead end and that they're not going to learn anything
Understand the
from
difference.
it.
If he came to me and said he wanted to play, I'd say sure, go ahead, that's fine. But I'm not going to sit there and go, you need to take guitar lessons because that's the way to the future.
No, but you might say
something. I'm going to tell you why I'm 100% wrong. My father, in fact, forced me to take piano. He didn't force me, but he said, look, I really think you should take piano lessons. He didn't think I was going to be the next Beatles, but he said, gee, in my life, I always wished I knew an instrument.
Me too, man.
And I always wished that...
well, I don't. Understand these are your opinions.
That's because you have no imagination.
Knowing how to play an instrument is so much fun in life that you bond with other people through it.
I'm envious of that.
It's a language. It's like learning Spanish or learning something. It's something that brings you closer.
But you never learned sports. Isn't that aren't you missing there?
Yes, I am, and I wish I had. That's what I'm telling you. I wasn't going to be Babe Ruth, but the fact is, I wish I had been more active in my earlier life. I have a big regret about that.
And what do you think is more important, sports or music?
Both.
Yeah, but Scott, playing piano or guitar, you could do you're 80 years old.
You don't have to choose one or the other. It's called an enrichment in life. Why read a book?
But he feels like
why play golf? Why?
Because it's fun. I do it for fun. I would never sit there and quit my job thinking I'm going to join the pro tour.
Do you want your kid to read literature?
Sure.
Why? He's not going to be an author.
Right.
Because come on. That's
what do you mean?
Don't you think it's a quantum leap to say that because you encourage your son to take an instrument, that in 15 years he's going to throw his life away trying to follow that dream? You're just letting them play music, have fun. It opens up a whole world.
I am saying there are many other things I would choose over music that I would encourage him to do.
See, this is
That's at the bottom of my list.
This is where behind his back. This is where behind his back we have the conversation like maybe he's not that bright.
No, but Scott, you sound like you're anti-creativity.
Because this guy
is anti-creativity.
Let me tell you something. I'll tell you why you're not bright. I'll tell you why you're not bright, and here's the reason.
Do I have to sit here and listen to this?
People who are cavemen,
because I'm so smart,
beat animals into submission. I don't need to beat anything. I don't need to hit my kid. I don't need to hit my dog. I can look at a dog and reason with a dog. That's how bright I am. See? You, on the other hand, are like a caveman. You say, I get frustrated, I'll hit the dog.
Look, I have had dogs my whole life, a lot more than you ever have.
And you've done the wrong thing.
And it's always been right. It's always been perfect. I've always had a great dog.
And
so how come it's not working now?
There's a proven track record, and I'm going to continue because I haven't been doing it too long. My wife made me do this stupid squirt bottle crap and listen to guys like you. So my way will work. Don't worry about it.
It won't.
It will.
Trust me, that dog's going to be eating your pot roast when your back is turned.
Yeah.
That dog's not loyal to you.
So I should listen to Howard and go, no. Or whatever the hell
that's a step in the right direction.
All right.
Any dog expert will back him up. No dog expert backs you up.
I don't need a dog expert.
Scott, when I was a kid, my father, we literally spent hours hitting grounders and everything.
Yeah.
And I had so much fun, but I really wish half of that time was spent on learning an instrument.
Great. What would they have done for you? I don't get it.
What do you mean? What would have done?
You know what? It's fun. It's like your golf. It's fun.
I'll tell you what. In the professional
Guys,
now,
I don't say you shouldn't. I don't say you shouldn't. I'm telling you my opinion about my son. So I'm not going to push him towards music. I will push him towards golf.
Music is a very important part of life.
I agree.
And for a child to have an understanding of music theory is an advanced child. And you're giving them something. It's like swimming. You're giving them something.
Don't see it. Can you explain that? Music theory. Why?
Because you're a bore. This is one of man's greatest inventions, music. It soothes the soul.
Yeah.
It's educational.
Have you ever played an instrument, Scott?
When you play an instrument,
I took 2 drum lessons and quit.
When you play an instrument with other people. When you play an instrument with other people.
Fine. Have you ever?
When you see these musicians,
Howard's never played golf. He can't comment on golf.
When you see but that's something I should learn about. There's a lot of things to learn about. You got to prioritize.
Yeah.
And your priorities are out of order.
Oh, according
Golf
to
is
you,
not more
Mr.
important
Expert,
than music.
You're going to list my priorities?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, because you're not advanced. You're a very simple human being.
You teach your son to be closed-minded in that area. That's horrible.
You realize how wrong you are. These are opinions of yours.
No, I don't realize how wrong I am. I'm trying to help you now because you're not as advanced as I am. I'm very, very bright. I'm considered a genius in a lot of areas. So why would you assume you know what you're doing?
I'll take an IQ test against you,
Why
too.
would you assume you know more than I do?
Why would you assume you know more than I do?
Because I'm a genius.
Well, I am the genius, too.
No, you're not. You've not excelled in anything.
Okay, Howard.
You haven't.
So
I have.
You've
so
excelled in one area. I agree. You've excelled in radio.
How many areas have you excelled? How many areas have you excelled in?
Oh, man, I don't know.
So don't belittle my genius. So assume that you're at the feet of a master now.
You're a genius
and you're learning from
in
me.
radio.
No, I'm a genius.
Not life.
They don't just say you're just a genius in radio. I'm a genius. They didn't walk around. Einstein's a genius only in math. He's a genius. When you're a genius, it's like being a doctor. You're a doctor. You're a doctor. You're a genius. You're a genius. I'm a genius. Not many people are. Well, I happen to be a genius.
Who in this room do you think you're smarter than? List it.
Everyone.
I think he thinks he's smarter than he's like.
You think you're smarter than everyone in here?
Sure.
Oh boy!
Listen, I don't think you're stupid. I'm just saying.
I'm done trying to help you. I'm done trying to help you.
That's ridiculous.
Scott, I'm done trying.
I certainly am smart. Benji might be up
Scott,
there.
I'm done trying to help you. I'm officially announcing now. Others can help you if they want to.
All right, good. I don't need any help. I don't want any help.
It's a lost cause.
How many people would love to have an audience with me where I concentrate on their problems and their areas where they need improvement? Many.
Well,
and I've given this to you, but this gift is no longer available to you. I've tried.
You're on your own
I can
now.
help you, though, if you'd like.
That's okay. I don't need it. I'm evolved. You can leave. Thank you. All right.
I mean, if your son came to you
I
and
think
said,
the
I
only
want
way
to
he's
play
going to
the
help you
guitar...
if he removes half your brain. That's
We're
how he can
done.
help.
All
It's
right,
done.
okay. I mean, I just got, if your son wants to play the guitar, you're not going to say, that's great?
I said, sure, I'll sign him up tomorrow for lessons. That's not the point.
All right, thank you.
The point was, am I going to say,
you.
you need to go play guitar to be a better person? No, that's not going to come from me.
Right. No, you don't say to be a better person.
That's what this is all about.
No, you're saying you're planning on giving your son life lessons and advice.
Yes.
One of the things you should offer to him is music lessons because it's important. You know, understanding music. I'll give you an example why music theory is important. My dad, the reason he was hung up on it. My dad decided to become a recording engineer. And as a recording engineer, he worked on many commercials. His partner, who had a musical background and could play piano and sing, actually, he became a very valuable recording engineer because whoever came in wanted a guy, they wanted to work with a fellow musician. He understood music and how to cut on the beat and all this stuff. It made him a better engineer.
All right.
My father said if I had this piece of education, if I had had this information, not that he was in music, but understanding music theory would have given him the language to be a better recording engineer. And so he recognized, well, of course. That's why my daughter's fluent in Spanish. Now, when she went out to look for work, her job now, they pay her more money because she knows Spanish. She's invaluable to them. She's interpreting every 20 seconds. Only because she's a good kid. There's a lot of good kids out there, but she's got a skill. So what you try to do is, as a parent, to take the skills that are golf's a skill too, and it's good for business. You go out on the golf course.
I would argue better for business than music is.
There's something very important about an athletic background, but even more important is to give them the language of music and theory. Not that they're going to become the Beatles. Maybe they will. That's wonderful.
And
you
see,
know,
that's what I don't want.
I'll tell you my frustration.
You don't want
No, I don't want them to think that they're going to be the Beatles and then waste their life, waste their education, waste their time.
That's delusional.
No, that's what happens.
No,
how
it
many?
doesn't.
Again, how
Listen,
many records
I'll
back
give you an
there?
example.
All those guys, I guarantee you, they don't have normal
The
jobs.
late,
And if they do,
great
they're
Sam
horrible.
Kinison used to do this show. And Sam would come in, and Sam was a pretty good guitar player. Now, Sam is a stand-up comic. He would dabble in guitar. And there was nothing cooler when Sam would come in. He said to me, hey, why don't you go up on stage with me? We'll jam. Now, I could play basic guitar. I'm not any good. I wasn't as good as like Sam was. But I could get up and jam with him in this language. And it was terrific. And, even you want your sons to get laid.
Howard,
girls melt. When Fred, who is a complete, almost a sociopath, and not even able to communicate with human beings.
If that's what's going to make a girl melt,
sit down and play. He would sit down and play. He would sit down and play guitar. I saw beautiful women melt at his feet.
It's ridiculous.
There's a man who has tremendous problems.
So there you go.
And you're saying
your hero, Richard Nixon, played brilliant piano before he trashed the country.
He's not my hero. Reagan's my hero.
Like, as a comedian, I would love to be able to write a funny song on guitar.
He was a genius.
That's the point. And, even you're a director.
Howard, you're biased.
You're a director.
You're biased. You're an entertainer.
No, well,
and
listen,
that's why you
you're in
think it's
show
all
business.
about-
You're a director. If you understood music and music theory, when we have musicians in here, you'd be able to have a certain understanding of what you should be even filming.
I agree. I agree for that one little part. Yeah.
It's a very important part of life.
You know what? I'll use, DePace's argument against him. Why did you invent the video caddy? Do you think the world was really waiting for another piece of useless junk?
Yeah, that's a good point.
See, that's just it. There's a perfect example that you don't play golf, so you don't understand how important a device like
I
that
can go down to the
be.
U.S. Patent Office. I can find thousands, millions of patents of useless inventions. So were those people stupid, too, to try and follow a dream?
They wasted their time.
No, that's ridiculous.
I'm using your argument with why you're against music.
No, it's not a good point. You guys are all biased because you guys are entertainers. Of course, you like to play music.
But you're not an inventor, so why invent?
But I haven't put my life savings or my every minute
Was your
of my
brother in a
day.
band? Is this what this is about?
There's
did your
part of
brother,
that.
Did your brother have a band? And did it fail?
Oh, was he jealous?
But it was just no, nothing to do with jealousy.
Was he jealous?
Yeah. I have a sister and a brother, very musically talented. It got them both nowhere. I know that for a fact.
But what about the satisfaction of knowing how to play?
Well, what about the satisfaction of knowing how to, I don't know, build a house out of cards?
That's important too.
I got
there's a huge difference between a house of cards and learning to play music. It's a language.
That statement makes you sound dumb.
All right, I can hit a golf ball straight. What about that?
You think playing a house of cards is as important as music?
No, Howard.
Listen, you know what? I told you I'm a genius. I can't waste my time with you.
You should learn how to play golf because you don't understand.
Robin's right. Why is this continuing? Even Robin is saying.
Shake your head, Robin. Go ahead.
I didn't.
Robin, who learns a useless thing every other day. Horseback riding and car racing. What else you got?
Say a word during this entire.
No, she didn't.
Stupid
So why attack her?
conversation.
Why are you attacking Robin?
Because I look at her with that face, and she's back and forth with her head.
You don't know what my face meant. Why are you interpreting
I can read it.
All right, listen.
That was his face reading course that he never took.
You have stolen 10 minutes of our life.
Yes.
Oh wait, this is Cookie on the phone. This is Scott's dog. Cookie, go
Finally,
ahead.
an intelligent conversation.
See?
Are you mad? Are you mad at Scott?
Don't bark, Cookie. Shh. Shut up. No.
Dog saying it hates you.
Actually,
Say like
Scott
this,
is probably
Scott,
a
go.
math.
Let me talk to Cookie. Cookie. No.
See,
she shut right up.
Scott is actually a math genius. You ran a cocaine ring, I think, for a while, right?
Yeah, a cocaine ring, Artie. Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, that's right. He isn't more intelligent than
Cookie.
I couldn't do that.
Cookie, bark twice if you want me to rescue you and send you to Sam Simons.
I've seen Sam's place in Malibu that he built for dogs.
Can I have one?
A lot of humans would love it.
Go ahead, Fred. Talk to Cookie.
Cookie, bark twice if you think the video caddy is the most useless invention you've ever seen.
Cookie, bark twice if you think a career in music is horrible.
Oh, that dog hates you.
I told you the dog was smart.
Cookie, are you embarrassed that your name is Cookie? Bark twice if you are. Yes. Wouldn't you like a more masculine name? Bark twice if you say yes. Yeah.
My son named her.
Hey, Cookie, when I say the name Scott, what do you think? There you go. All right.
All I can say is thank God Scott wasn't Sebastian Bach's father.
Hey, Cookie, bark twice if you want me to hit Scott with a newspaper every time he does something wrong. All right. Very good, Cookie. Thank you.
I'll see you later.
That's Cookie the dog. All right. We'll be back right after these words. Thank you, Scott. Yeah.
I am not going to be the one going, hey, you have to take this music class now. That's all I'm saying. If he says, Dad, I want to take a music class, Dad, I want to learn guitar, I said, great, where do we sign you up? Let's go figure it out, and I would do that.
What if you want to play the flute? What if he came to you and said, Dad, I want to play the flute?
That would be something you're...
I'm just asking a question. That's what brass instrument they offer usually 3rd or 4th grade.
It's fine.
Okay,
it's
fine.
fine.
Yeah. Okay, that's not so bad.
It's all my point is, if my son says, I want to go to college to learn music, I'm going to say, you know what, you're going to have to find out how to pay for that one yourself. Thank you.
But you'll pay for college if you want to go for, say, politics or
Absolutely.
history.
Any of the business, history, no, that's another no-no.
What else is useless?
English, probably not, because the only thing you're going to get there is probably a, English maybe, but most of English jobs, I guess you would end up being like a teacher or something.
Generic art, liberal arts degree?
You can use English for anything.
I wouldn't pay a lot of money.
You can use history for anything. You can use anything for anything.
No,
in fact,
the facts
most people who go to law school are political science majors, English majors, history majors.
Exactly.
Right.
I wouldn't pay for law school.
Cosmetology?
Because that's a whole nother... No.
Why not? That's a great living, man.
I have 2 male boys.
So you don't let them if they wanted to be, if they were like, hey, Dad, I love hair, I love the art of hairdressing, that's what I want to pursue?
No, thanks.
Art major.
They can, I'm sure that degree probably
Podiatry? Is that okay?
Podiatry? Sure.
Art major.
Art major, no. Why
Cases
would you
major.
learn something that you're not going to use at your job?
This is what my mother said. She goes, well, what are you going to do? Go work at a history firm? What are you going to do when you get out of college? You're going to go get a big job at the history? Let me tell you something.
There are some jobs with history, but not many.
No, but you're thinking too. See, this is you thinking too literally. You don't necessarily take your history degree and go become a curator at a museum. You use your intelligence and you can take it further. You can do anything you want with the history.
So you're saying in this job, which is a communications job, you don't use any of your communication skills you use at college? What if you had only taken history and then ended up in this job? Wouldn't you then be worse off at this job?
Well, I can't possibly answer that.
Well, I think I can. Yeah, of course. Of course you would. And if not, then your communication degree is worthless.
It's not just history. You learn analytical thinking. You learn how to interpret facts, how to research, how to read.
That's like me learning the golf program and deciding to be a musician.
No! 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 I'm sorry.
You said building a house of cards.
Oh,
It's just
but I obviously was trying to.
Right. Okay. Well, that's what I said.
It's a bad example. But the point is,
horrible example. Tim's gonna faint.
I know people in LA who moved to Los Angeles to go to guitar school. Fucking what a waste of time. They would sit there and fucking play and they had a stage presence class.
Why is it a waste of time? Because they don't make a career out of it?
Yeah, right. It's a great hobby to have.
This was their college. This was what they were 22. This was what they were going to do as a career. Look, if my kid says, hey, Dad, I really want to play guitar, I'm going to say, let's go buy you one right now. Absolutely. But if it's up to me to go, hey, Kyle, you're not interested in music yet. Come on, I want you to start taking classes.
What if he does that? What if he has some aptitude and wants to pursue it? What are you going to do? Like, at what point do you kill the dream?
At the point where it starts getting in the way of what he needs for the rest of his life, his education. When he says to me, I want to go to a music college, I go, work at it. Find your own way. I'm not paying for it.
Oh, that is so. Who are you, Bing Crosby, for Christ's sakes?
The point is, I would not support paying for something that I didn't feel was a smart decision.
You're gonna let
you're not going to let any of your past influences affect what your daughter might want to do. If she says, I want to go, Dad, I want to put everything I've got into making a new type of a Barbie doll. Are you going to say, okay, let's go ahead?
I wouldn't do it blindly, but if she was good at it and she had the skills, and I would loan her the money to do it. I wouldn't give it to her, but I'd loan it to her.
When Duke turns 18, your young son Duke turns 18.
Kyle. Who's Duke? Duke's the dog who died.
His late dog.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
All right. On Monday's wrap-up show, we were talking about Tim and his stupid fucking diet and how he's not our friend anymore, man. He's gone. He left the world. He's somewhere else. Me and Richard decided he's gone. Check it out.
Do you think Gary was out of place asking you what your first meal is going to be?
No, not at all. Because honestly, when he said that to me, I knew what he was saying, but I just couldn't figure out what I was going to eat. I really haven't given it much thought.
And that was more surprising to me than anything. Like, I would think at the end of this time, you go, okay, I can eat my first meal. Like, I know I'd be thinking, not like I'm going to have a steak, but I'll be, okay, these are the parameters I've been given. I am dreaming of a salad with tomatoes and avocado.
Yeah, most people would be down at Del Frisco's, having a steak and, whatever. But it didn't really even dawn on me until you said that. I'm like, oh, yeah, I can do that now. But it's like,
now, is it going to go right through you, whatever you eat? Like, are you going to need to be near a toilet?
Are you going to be shitting next to lettuce leaves?
I don't know.
You might ought to just eat while you're on the toilet.
Yeah, let's go. We're Sharon Osbourne. Let's get something really going here.
Russell in Jersey, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, hey guys, how are you? I just wanted to say, what do you guys think about Robin and this attitude about yelling at Gary? I mean, if anyone has a personality change on this starvation diet, it's Robin. I mean, wasn't that sort of bitchish? I mean, I'm all against harping on Gary at times, no offense there, but I think it was a little excessive. It's human nature. The guy hasn't eaten for 21 freaking days. What are you going to have?
See, again, Robin gets mad at me when I voice this opinion, but I think that if Tim succeeds, it validates Robin. If Tim fails, even though I think Robin went to Tim to try to do a good thing. I don't think Robin's like trying to recruit him into some goofy thing. I think she really wanted to help you. But if you fail, it does look bad for her.
Well, the thing is that I would talk to him, like, because I was so amazed at Robin's weight loss. I was like, how did you do it? Because I've tried a bunch of other things, and it really didn't work over the last year. And I'd lose a pound or two or whatever, and I went to the gym 3-4 times a week and all this kind of thing. And
are you going to the gym now?
I will start today.
So you haven't been going during the fast?
No, I didn't.
Why? Because you just don't think there's
Well, I tried a couple of times, and I got real, because I push it. I try to really crank it out.
And how much have you lost in the 21 days?
Almost 28 pounds, I think.
Good for you, man.
So thank you.
That's great.
So, but anyway, the thing was, I kept asking Robin about it, and she came up to me before she was going to start her fast. She says, "Do you want to do it with me?" I'm like, I absolutely. I was to the point where I would have tried sniffing glue if that would have worked. I didn't care. But so I got onto it and learned about it and the process, and literally 2-3 days into it, I just felt so good that I didn't want to stop because I recognized just how bad I felt a couple of days prior.
See, the other thing, Tim, that gets people a little weirded out, which I don't even know if you realize you're doing this. When we let you start talking about it, you do start to sound like an infomercial because I think you're so excited about it. But that's where it gets into the weird thing.
You feel good, I tell you, I just feel good because I couldn't bend over. My clothes didn't fit. I felt like a schlub, and I just enough was enough. It's like you get to a point in your life where you say, you know what, I'm tired of being a fat fuck. That's it. I'm done. Over.
I'm totally 3 pounds away from that.
Yeah. Well, no, you get to a point, and everybody does it on their own. You can't tell somebody or whatever. And I was tired of all you guys busting my chops. You look like Rush Limbaugh or Howard's going, "Oh, you're fat," and this and that. And I thought, you know what, enough's enough. I'm going to do something about it. And in my mind, the trigger finally tripped. And also, there's an opportunity for someone to teach me something. And if I would have did it for 3 days and didn't like it, I would have stopped. But you know what? I just felt so much better. I was so motivated by how I felt. And the cause and effect of this program, I need instant gratification. I stand in front of a microwave and yell, "Hurry up!" So I saw, pounds going off, like literally 5 pounds within the first, 2 days, 3 days.
What you're saying, Tim, is when you go downstairs at Christmas, you want to make sure the presents are.
That's right too. I want that too.
Tim, we've got somebody on the phone for you. Ronnie Munn, you're on the wrap-up show.
Oh, horseshit. What's your problem?
Congratulations, first of all, Tim, on your weight loss.
Yes, sir.
And congratulations for throwing all your friends away.
What do you mean, Ronnie?
Well, the guy. Ever since this guy went on this diet, I agree with Richard, man. He's like glazed over. We don't even know who he is anymore.
Well, you should be happy the fact that I'm trying to get healthy, so when we do go out, we can really ramp it up.
You're so done with us. We see it.
Stop.
Me and Richard, we talked about it this morning. You're done, man.
All right, we'll make a date.
No, we don't want any dates because you don't keep your dates. See, that's the whole thing.
We're complimenting you, Tim. You are such a fun guy to just go out with and go to a bar. But I understand you're getting healthy, and I would never want you to go off your diet just for us. But it is fun to hang out with you.
Yeah, we'll be there. Believe me.
Ronnie,
we'll have a front row seat.
Richard, he won't be there. Believe me.
Well, we'll be there.
I'm hoping yes.
When I tell you,
I'll make you a promise.
Ronnie, you think Tim's a different guy?
definitely, he's definitely a different guy.
How so?
Dude, I'm telling you, man. He's different. He's totally different.
Well, Tim, here's a question for you, Tim. Is alcohol...
he doesn't want to hang out with his friends anymore.
Well, hold on a second, Ronnie.
Yes,
hold on a second, Ronnie. So, Tim, now you're back, to regular stuff. Is alcohol part of the process? Are you allowed to...
I'll have a few drinks here. I don't drink a lot. I don't drink during the week, but on the weekends when I go out, I'm not.
So, if Ronnie said to you when you're back on eating what you are now, if Ronnie said, "Let's go to Rick's tonight," because there shouldn't really be any food temptations there.
It doesn't. I'll eat. I just know more about food. I understand it now, and I understand how I got to where I got because I was addicted to it, and I'm not. I have more control. I just have more control.
Is there certain types of alcohol that you can have now, or do you have to be careful?
I prefer pure grain alcohol, and
you just start smoking pot.
Yeah.
Tim, will you eat salt?
Not really. No. I don't think I never was a salt fan. I really wasn't. I really wasn't. I never really was.
So what did you put on your steak and fries?
Pepper. You can ask anybody here that's eaten with me.
No, it's true. Tim told me when he was a little kid, his mom said, "What would you rather, salt or pepper?" If you only had one.
Yeah, I had.
And he said pepper.
Yeah. So the salt thing isn't symptomatic of.
No, ask anybody here. I'm a pepperaholic.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Thanks, Ronnie.
Yeah, make sure everybody listens to Tim on the radio tonight.
Thanks, Ronnie.
All right, let's go to Jerry on Long Island. Jerry, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? What's
Good.
up, Gary?
What's up, man?
No, I got the reason right over here why Robin's so pissed. It's definitely because the old saying, the truth hurts. You hit the nail on the head a couple of times in the past couple of shows, especially when you told her basically when she gets all defensive about when you guys are asking her questions and she plays she yeses you to that or I don't know anything or whatever. I think it all piles up and she's channeling her anger the wrong way, definitely.
Well, if you're saying that I've called her out a couple of times, we all call each other out on everything. She calls me out, I call her out, Robin calls her out. Fred goes back and forth. I mean, nobody gets away with anything in this place.
That's right. No stones unturned.
I totally agree. 100%. I'm a hardcore listener. I agree. I'm just saying that there comes a time where I think she tries to play it off like it doesn't bother her, and I think certain things do bother her a little bit more so, and, she's been on the show forever, but I think she tries to play it off like nothing bothers her, but then certain things leak out, and she can't hide it so much. You know what I'm saying?
I think it bothers her that I goof on the diet, and I'm not doing it to hurt Robin. I'm just not a big believer in it, but Robin looks at me like I'm the one who doesn't understand, which is fine. She's got her opinion. I don't see the light, and that's fine. I mean, clearly, my weight shows I don't see the light.
Well, you're a naysayer in a way.
Right, but it's okay to have it. Listen, everyone's got to have naysayers, or else the world will just be too perfect.
Ronnie in the Bronx, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Ronnie.
All right, listen to me. Gary, you need to go on this diet because I get so disturbed watching Howard TV. You're so out of shape. You're repulsive.
True.
Instead of being against him and worrying about what he's going to eat, why don't you go on the same fucking thing, the same fast that he went on?
Because I can't. Ronnie, do you think you could not eat for 21 days?
Listen to me.
I'm asking you a question. You're asking me to do something. I'm asking you, could you do it?
If I look like that, yes.
So on Tuesday's wrap-up show, me and John High talked about 𝗲𝗏 and making it rain or snow, whatever, the money and the chicks bouncing our asses, and you throw the money at the chicks with the asses, and how much I love big asses, and enjoy.
𝗲𝗏 came back in with $4 million. And JD, what was it like seeing them again? And did you expect to be called into the studio? Because when women with large rear ends are in there, that's usually your.
Was my forte?
Yes, that is your area of expertise.
Oh, well, I don't know about expertise. It's a liking. Did I expect to be called in? I don't know. Not really. I'm out there. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Were you disappointed that you weren't in there while it was snowing in the studio?
No, I mean, I don't want to mess up things. So if me staying out of things doesn't mess it up, that's fine with me.
Now, who do you think was having the best time when all that was going on?
I actually didn't see a lot of it, but from what I heard, it sounded like Benji was having a good old time taking his own clothes off.
Yeah, Benji's pants ended up off at the end of that segment.
I think they ended up off in the hallway too after.
And also, I know Jason was supposed to be taking pictures, but he seemed to be tossing a lot of bills in the air.
Hey, you gotta get into the action somehow. But I always look forward to 𝗲𝗏 on the schedule now because now he's just gonna bring chicks with big asses that'll shake them.
Did you get to talk to him in the hallways at all afterwards?
No.
No?
No.
Didn't make a move?
No.
All right.
No, but I might have to move into Sue's Rendezvous or something.
Now, what do you think of the #1 song in the country right now?
It's okay. It's not. It's a little. I can take it and leave it. Take it or leave it.
Not your forte?
Forte. I don't know if I have a forte music-wise.
No?
It's just not. It's okay. It's just it's not something I would probably listen to over and over and over.
Did you ever get in touch with the girl from last time? I know she was into you. You were hanging for a little while on the show.
What?
On the show.
On the show? No, she actually wasn't into me. She wouldn't even let me touch her ass, unless it was covered or something.
Well, did you try to get in touch with her?
I tried to look for her, and
how did you try to look for her?
Through various websites and Google searches and MySpace searches and whatever else was around, and somehow I can't remember if I found her or if she found me or something. I don't know, but we did get in touch. And
what happened?
Nothing, just a lot of texting and stuff. She invited me to. Apparently, she was having like 3 birthday parties at like 3 different places or something, and the one that was on like a Thursday or Friday that I could go to, I wasn't in town, so. But what are you gonna do?
And that was that. I know you were a big fan of hers.
We still talk a little bit. We haven't texted or anything lately. But who knows? She's got a million guys, I'm sure, after her, a bunch of rap guys. So what are you gonna do?
Well, so if you get texted or messaged, you're not going to respond?
No, I respond. What am I, stupid?
No.
No, but yeah.
What did you think of Howard's reaction?
I don't know. What else do you want? There's nothing's happened.
I just want you to answer the question.
I am. You just give me weird looks.
I'm not giving you a weird look. I'm waiting to see if you're done talking.
Yeah, okay. Do you want me to say done every time?
No, I don't want you to say done, but I'm just waiting. It looks like you're still, forming a thought. So I don't want to
always forming thoughts.
Well, I don't want to interrupt.
Not interrupting anything.
All right. Did you think Howard was envious of Flo Rida's workout? The guy works out 15 minutes, and Howard's like, "What am I busting my ass?"
I don't know about the actual workout, but the actual workout result, I'm sure he was a little jealous. I mean, who doesn't want to look all pumped up and stuff?
What'd you think of 𝗻𝗁 today?
He was okay. He just seemed to be the money carrier, carrier of the money.
Now they walked in with like sacks of money, literally sacks of money, and I think Artie pocketed some of it to see if anybody would notice, and then at the end, of course, he gave it back.
Yeah.
But they come in with and they do their thing, and they always put on a good show. Flo Rida said also that where the money is, though, in music isn't really in the downloads and the records. It's the other stuff. It's the touring, the merchandise, and the bar mitzvah. And he said he got $100,000 to play a bar mitzvah.
Well, yeah. I mean, you see these My Super Sweet 16. If your kid likes someone enough and your parents can pay, they'll have you at their party.
Now let's talk about the girls that he brought along. What did you think of them? How would you best describe them?
Very lovely ladies with big ass. Well, one had a really big ass. The other ass was good. So, more normal, but the other one was just out there.
Can an ass be too big for you?
Yeah. I've seen some extremely large asses, and
But you set limits.
Yeah, of course.
All right, let's go to the phones.
You can't have too much of a. Well, you can have too much of a good thing.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, I talked about, God rest his soul, 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄. He just passed away. It's rough, man. It's rough. A living thing, and it's sad. It's sad to talk about. And I just, God bless his soul in heaven. Right now, and fishy heaven is 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄, and just say a prayer for him if you could. It's a sad thing, man. I don't want to make light of this. I don't want to make a joke out of it. I just don't. So let's not make a mockery of this. And I don't want Chris, who's filming this, to fucking laugh either, so I'd rather you not do that. So here it is.
Hey, can I ask Richard? Can we talk about the sad thing that happened to you this morning?
Oh, the family emergency. Yeah.
'Cause Richard told me something, and I'm telling you,
Really? What happened?
was bordering on tears when he told me.
One of our little pet catfish died this morning. We have an aquarium, like a 5-gallon aquarium, and we have 5 fish. We have 3 tetras and 2 catfishies. And one of them passed away. I'm like really freaking out and bummed out.
How old was she?
It was a couple months old. You become attached to them. They're like any kind of pet.
I was saying to Richard, how do you become attached to a fish? I said, do you pet your fish? And Richard said he does. How do you do that?
Yeah, whenever we clean their tank, I mean, they're so cute. I can't help but like touch them and pet them and stuff. And we took even last night, which is why it's so sad. We were freaking out because this catfish had a little growth on his mouth, and we looked it up and saw that it's a disease that fish can get in a fish tank. So I took him out of the tank. I petted him. I told him it was going to be okay. And then I took this. There was
You
this.
killed your catfish, man.
No, I didn't. No, I did it to take this mold stuff that was on his mouth off so he could breathe, and then he was able to breathe.
Did you show him the
afterwards.
picture of the roof of your house and stuff?
How often do you pet the fish?
Not very often, and I'm real careful about it because I know it's probably you're not supposed to do that, but maybe once a month. But we take, you wouldn't believe these. It's like $5 or $6 worth of fish total. They're about $1 a piece, but we treat them like gold. They're our babies.
You know that those $5 fish, those dollar fish, they never live long. Like you're setting yourself up for disaster.
No, I've had talks with people around here. Doug Goodstein had a goldfish that lived for 10 years.
Do you feel you're connecting with the fish and you're giving him joy when you pet him?
Yeah, I like to think that, but it's probably not to them.
And it's out of the water when you pet him?
Yeah, well, it's only when I'm transferring them from their tank to their temporary tank to clean it.
So you comfort them, you stroke them.
Yeah, I tell them it's going to be okay and stuff.
Did you name the fish?
Yeah.
What are their names?
Pinky, Blue, Purple, Catfishy, and Catfishy 2.
And did Catfishy or Catfishy 2 pass on?
Catfishy 2 passed on today.
Oh, so Catfishy lives on.
Yeah, but the other Catfishy is so lonely because...
Well, will there be a Catfishy 3?
How do you know? How do you know Catfishy's lonely?
Oh, it's crying when it's in his hand.
It just swims back and forth all day.
It just sits on the bottom of the tank now, and they say, I become really good friends with the guy at the pet store because I ask him all questions and go in there all the time buying medicine and stuff.
Oh, he sees you come and he sees dollar signs. Believe me, I'm sure he's your good friend.
But he told me that these catfish they love having another catfish there, and it was the cutest thing. They used to. I would wake up at 4 in the morning and go in there, and they're like laying on top of each other. It was so sweet. So it's sad for the other catfish too, and I'm really bummed. And it's going to be hard to find another one this one cleaned the tank so good, and he was always eating and real cute, and he was kind of chubby. And
you can train a new one. Have you had the burial yet?
Yeah, that was I was going to ask. Are you doing anything? Are you going to just flush it, or are you going to do anything special?
I didn't have time to take him out of the tank. God rest his soul this morning. But my girlfriend's saving him, and we're going to have a funeral when I get home.
I mean, you guys think we're joking. Richard's really torn up about this.
Yeah, I'm bummed. It's sad because you become attached to things, and like you look in the tank and they recognize you, and it's sad, man. I'm like bummed.
How do they recognize you?
Well, basically because they just want fed, but I put my face up to the tank and they all come right up to my face.
Do any of the fish, are any of them more shy, like kind of don't play as well as the other ones
Purple is. Yeah, Purple's kind of a loner, but the rest of them they're so cute. And my girlfriend read some article the other day online about how you can teach your goldfish to do tricks, so we're going to try and teach them to do tricks.
Richard also cried when Cotton Hill, a guest star on the King of the Hill cartoon, died.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's sad, but this is a living thing, and it's so sad. Any living thing that dies is sad.
And on your birthday too.
I know, it was such a bummer. I went in and he was laying upside down.
You sure he wasn't playing an April Fool's joke on you?
No,
maybe he taught himself how to play dead.
Well, he did a damn good job if he did because he turned white too. So I don't know how he could make himself do that.
What do you feed the fish?
Just fish food, the little flakes. And I actually had to order them special flakes off eBay because
sure you did.
We bought this new kind of food and it grew mold in our tank, and that's why I think this catfishy died. So I'm kind of pissed at this other kind of food.
See, it's funny that catfish need special food because catfish are they're bottom dwellers. They'll eat any crap you give them.
Well, that's what the guy at the pet store said. But meanwhile, this food, they were not cleaning it off the bottom of the tank, and it got mold on it. And I think that's what got the mold on this catfish and killed him.
Brian and Philly, you're on the wrap-up show.
Richard, Catfishy and Catfishy 2?
Mm-hmm. That's their names, Dad Navitt.
Is it possible it died of embarrassment?
You know, Brian, you bring up a point. Like when Richard was talking to me about 𝗏𝗏cy this morning, and then again now, he was very close to tears, and it reminded me like my son cried when his goldfish died when he was 3. It is like a fish. People don't usually make that kind of connection with a fish.
Yeah, I know, but you know, we really want a dog, my girlfriend and I, but we see that we don't have time to take care of one, and I'm on the road every weekend, and it's expensive with vet bills and all that, so we decided to settle on fish, and we put all of our love into these fish.
Wait, I heard that your girlfriend did want to get a pet, but you said no animals in the house.
Well, yeah, I mean, because we just don't have time to
They're not clean.
We don't have time to take care of them. You know, a goldfish can go 5 days without eating. She's allergic to cats. So, you know, I would love a cat, but...
Eddie, you're leaving a goldfish alone and not petting it and talking to it. It's
probably died of loneliness.
They got each other, though.
Thursday's wrap-up show was all about Sal and his debt. Now, Sal's got a plan. He's going to work with Christine. He's going to take over the finances and put them in better shape than they are right now. And none of us believe it. Watch the conversation. Here we go.
Heather, you're on the wrap-up show.
I just wanted to tell Sal that I just feel so bad for you. I feel so bad because I know you're in such a position and you're trying so hard. But I'm just afraid that you feel like this is your only redeeming quality is to let Christine buy all this stuff, and it's not. You know, I'm worried about you.
Thanks, but you know, it's not fair. Also, I mean, to put it on Christine. Yeah, we both have the credit cards. We both spend. My problem was that I just got too lax with the whole thing, and I just let her take over, and I didn't stay on top of my finances, and I need to put my foot down when it comes to that. Right. And that's what we're working on now. And it's not so much where, how can I put it? It's like I don't blame her completely for this, but the thing is that I got so much going on in my life. I'm trying to take care of my end. You know, if you compare the cavemen back to the caveman days, they went out and they killed a woolly mammoth and the woman cooked it. I'm out there doing the hunting, you know, and she's supposed to do.
Right, but what happens if?
What happens is when the caveman comes back, he's just like, "Hey, where's my dinner, bitch?" You know what I mean? That's what I kept. You know, I left it up to her to make the dinner.
So where's your dinner?
Exactly. Well, that's the point.
I'm asking you.
I'm so exhausted that I'm like, I'm going to skip this meal tonight. I go to bed hungry, I guess.
Cavemen didn't have money, so they didn't run into these issues.
So, but the thing is that, you know, I spoke to my good friend Rich, and we're getting together on a vacation day next week, in 2 weeks or whatever, and we're going to be putting everything together. We're going to be consolidating all the credit cards. We're going to try to get a good deal, and we're going to refinance at a lower rate, and that's it. The credit cards are going to be cut up that day, and then I am putting everything on Quicken on the computer, and on top of everything else that I'm doing, I'm going to be doing the bills as well.
So, Sal, let me ask you a question. In the last 6 months, what are some of the large purchases that your family has made?
I don't know. I can't. I really couldn't.
I mean, have you had a renovation done?
No, you got to know. You would have seen the result of the purchases.
Right. The only thing I've seen is that Christine and I are going to Florida this weekend. We have shows to do out there. And, you know, she took about 7 or 8 different outfits out with tags on them on the bed and started trying them on. And she assured me that she bought them a long time ago. I was just like, you know.
Here's a perfect example. Sal, at this time last February, a year ago, you came back from Florida and told me that story about how you had to ride the bus while your friend had the car, and about how your credit card was denied when you went to breakfast and how embarrassing it was.
Oh,
and so you went through all that, and then what did you do after that to rectify the situation?
I went to work. I just
you didn't do anything.
Right. What's there to do? I have enough stress in my life. I don't need one more.
How much is the floor?
I mean, the gun is 5 feet away from my head. I don't need to push it 4 feet, 3 feet, 2 feet. You know what I mean?
No, but sometimes I don't. Well, I sort of do. In the sense, I think sometimes with Sal, it's easier for him to put blinders on.
Right. Yeah,
and just not acknowledge the deal, and then unfortunately it builds up to something like this.
Who wants to see Christine rack up all those Motel 6 bills? I mean, you know, he just keeps his head in.
How much do you think the floor trip will cost? Round figure,
about $800.
There's no way 5 people are flying to Florida.
No. My children aren't. My mom and my mother-in-law are watching my children.
Oh, so it's just the 2 of you.
Just the 2 of us, and Richard and Kristen are going. So we got the hotel, and we're doing 2 gigs out there.
So okay, it's a work.
So it's not that bad. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to afford with the children and everything else. So
I see.
Yeah. So we're putting this plan together, and we're looking to refinance, and hopefully we'll get out of the hole. And I'm going, like Howard said, I'll take my dress off and do the bills. You know,
Guarantee that never happens.
Nothing like the tough love program from Howard Stern.
Jason, why don't you think?
Listen. Sal's talking a big game. I guarantee 2 weeks from now, there's no plan, there's no quick-in outline, there's no refinancing of anything. I think he might get some advice that he'll follow a little bit, and that'll be it.
I tend to agree with that a little bit.
I'll put. You want to make a bet, Jason?
No, because I really don't care. I'm just saying that I don't think it's gonna happen.
Because the rest of the audience doesn't care about what you have to say either.
Oh wow! My wife spends all my money.
I'm not wiring at all.
But
I'm not complaining one bit.
So, do you think Howard went overboard this morning?
That's Howard. Howard does.
But no, do you think he did?
I mean, Jesus, I think a little bit. Put on the makeup, put on your dress. Sonny boy needs mommy. You're a little bitch. Get on top of your things. You make me sick. And get out.
Hey, how did you got,
I don't know.
You got really pissed at Howard, and I didn't understand this. You said, you're undermining me as a father.
That really bothers me.
But I don't understand. How was he undermining you as a father?
Well, he says, what type of father are you? You can't take care of your children. You know, I take damn good care of my children. You could put me in a fucking tent right now in the middle of Nebraska with 16 feet of snow, and you bet your sweet ass I'll take care of my children. But he's saying,
I think his basic thing is, like, if you're
don't go after me and my children. My children are everything to me.
But to him, you're not being a good father if you're living in a horrible debt.
Well, you know what? Like, I don't know his personal lifestyle, and he keeps things quiet that he doesn't want people to know about, and I do too. And so, not everything these days.
Quiet?
Yeah. Can you imagine what do I have left? But
the only thing I don't know is that there's a mole on Antonio's ass. You know what I mean? That's the only thing you haven't told us.
No, the thing is that my children truly are everything to me, and no matter what my situation is personally, my children are my priority. And yes, unfortunately, financially, I'm in a little bit of a bind, but it's not something I can't get out of.
By definition,